You got like type 2 diabetes, like don't say like it runs in my family. Like, bitch, number one, nobody runs in your family. Shit's in your family. I personally wanted to take out a $2 million Chase Bank loan and put it in Solana at $100.
And why didn't you do it?
Because Chase Bank laughed at me when I walk in there and said I wanted to do it.
How can you trade meme coins and not jack off? I feel like that's completely impossible.
They go hand in hand. Oh, fuck, bro. Come on, dude. Pump, bro. Migrate. I'm buying like the most racist coin I can fucking find. And I'm just like, oh my God, you quit vaping or I'm leaving you. Because your eggs are finna be fucked up. I make new jizz. Bro, I make new sperm every fucking day, bro. So bitch, stop drooling. Stop putting shit in your body that's gonna make my kids retarded. I don't want that shit, bro.
All right, guys, welcome back to another episode of TSL Time podcast. Today we are here with Italian mobster, crypto king, Marco Spasiano.
What's up, guys?
I had to do that.
I knew you were going to say it. You're like one of the only people that I feel like would be able to pronounce it if they tried, just because like not a lot of people put like accents on names.
Yeah, when I saw your last name, I was thinking back and like Spasiano, I knew it was something like that. Mm-hmm. That's Italian?
Yeah. It's Italian.
Where in Italy?
My father's from Venezia. He moved here in the early 90s at like 33. Because your parents are also from Venezuela, so they're immigrants as well. So I feel like we both kind of have the same thing where...
Immigrant bloodlines.
Yeah, I was going to say, I kind of enjoy it, bro. I think it's a little bit of like a... Kind of like a flex. Like, it's like, oh, yeah, my dad's an immigrant. Like, my dad came here, whatever. Like, for me personally, like, I'm really proud of it.
So am I.
Like, I feel like it's...
it gives you a little bit of that sazon, you know?
Yeah. You're like, I'm like spicy white, if that makes sense. Like, because Italians are white, but like... spicy white. I got seasoning, I got some sauce.
I actually like that analogy. It's like if you're born in the U.S. with immigrant parents, you're kind of like a chicken breast with cayenne pepper.
Yeah, bro. Like, don't call me Irish. You know, like that's white. But like I'm like Italian, so it's a little different. Like I got some crushed pepper flakes or something on me.
I fucking love it, bro. So you just moved down here to Miami, bro. How's it been? How are you liking it?
Honestly, bro, I've been traveling a lot. But I'm really happy to be out of California. At Miami in general, like there's a lot of things to do. The weather is super nice, except during the middle of the day, it's a little like pretty hot and humid, like no matter what time of year it is. But I like to get up early, so I'll go on walks at like, what time do we go on walks? Like 8? Oh, I'm not supposed to talk to him behind the camera. My bad, guys.
That's fine, you can.
But yeah, like I go on walks like 8 o'clock in the morning. There's a nice breeze where I live, so it's pretty cool. I'm way more active here. The environment, like seeing palm trees and grass and no homeless crackheads that are waking up from fentanyl trips. It's nice. So it's a nice change of pace, especially from California and Houston before that, bro.
So you went Houston, Cali, and now you're in Miami.
Yeah, grew up in Jersey, moved to Fort Myers, Florida for college, moved to Houston for 3 years, like almost 3 years, a little bit under. Moved to LA for 1 year. Hated it, moved back to Florida, and Florida is where I was the happiest. And now that I'm back, it kind of feels like everything I didn't like about my life and was like keeping me down here just disappeared. The second like I entered my apartment, like my foot crossed the elevator door and was just like, life's better now.
In Florida.
Yes. I'm telling you, bro. This is like the best place to be. I'm never leaving.
It seems to be a common trend. Everybody's moving to fucking Florida.
I think it's also... like, I feel like there's like fake people no matter where you go. So people are like, oh, Miami's full of fake people, like putting on a show. Everywhere is. Maybe it's a little bit more exaggerated here. But you don't move somewhere like for the people there. You move there for the weather if you enjoy like nice weather, beaches, being near water, a nice view, things to do. Like being out of the house and being active is really like what I thrive on, not necessarily people. So that's why I love it personally.
I had the impression a few times that I've been in LA that there's like more nature though. And like you have the mountains, you can go fucking hiking. You do have the beach still. It's city-ish.
I think, yes. I don't want to sound like a fucking D1 hater, bro. But I loved driving from where I lived in like the Chatsworth area to Santa Monica. And I loved Santa Monica area. Aside from like the homeless problem. And the prices being like ridiculous for like 1960s fucking apartments. I was looking, it was like $5K a month for a 900 square foot apartment from like the 80s. And I was like, this shit looks like a like run down old motel and it's more money than a skyline apartment in Miami. Like, this is crazy.
Yeah.
So I didn't want to live there. I ended up living in Chatsworth, and that was just too much of like an industrial area. So I would always drive through the Topanga Mountain Pass area and like down Malibu.
That shit is
on the
beautiful.
Pacific Coast Highway. Absolutely beautiful. But like, you're not getting out on the side of the highway to go on a walk.
Yeah.
If that makes sense. And I also don't like, for example, if I was going to go on a hike or something, I have to drive 30, 40 minutes just to get to somewhere where I could go on a hike, to get outside and be in nature. Otherwise, there's homeless people with mattresses, or like at my apartment, walk out the front door when I lived there, Applebee's, Amazon Fulfillment Center, a rundown movie theater that was closed down, and then just homeless encampments, and then a Target. Like, that was where I lived. And then 40-minute drive, you can go on a hike through the mountains and shit. An extra 20 minutes, you're in Santa Monica, so it's like an hour to Santa Monica. I walk out my building's front door here, and I'm in a park. Like, I walk across the street, beautiful park, on the water, the Heat Stadium's right there.
And you're paying the same price? Or a little bit?
Here in Miami, I'm paying like double what I was paying in LA. But if I were to live in Santa Monica or like Malibu area, I would be paying essentially the same price as I'm paying here.
Okay.
So like, you kind of got to weigh the odds. Like, I don't have homeless people where I live here. I'm like, I don't want to sound inconsiderate to homeless people, but like, they freak me the fuck out, bro. When they're on drugs and shit, like, I don't want nothing to do with that.
It's that bad in Cali, bro? Because
Oh
I mean,
my
I was
God,
in West
bro.
Hollywood and
Bro, you don't even understand. Go down like where downtown LA is. Dog shit.
I was
bro.
never. I was never
dog
there.
shit, bro. Dog shit. Like, and you can't, bro. I'm talking like California. Politically, like, I'm very openly conservative Republican. Like, clearly, you can tell by the way that I talk. That state is a fucking cesspool of crime, fucked up morals, and just nightmare, bro. Absolute fucking nightmare. Like, I'm literally not even lying to you. I wish I was fucking lying to you because it's fucking insane. They passed some law that like under $3,000 is not a felony. It's just a misdemeanor in like theft. I kid you not. I'm in the Hummer, and the iPhone charger in that bitch was super slow. So I had to stop at the Apple store and get a portable charger to drive home because I needed navigation. So this was like right when I moved here. So it's eye-opening fucking moment. I'm walking on like the promenade area. So there's like Van store, Apple store, Zoomies is like over there. And I'm walking to the Apple store, get a portable charger. And I'm just checking out, bro. Checking out. Woman's talking to me. Out of nowhere, 20 people run into the fucking Apple store and start snagging iPhones off the fucking chargers, bro. iPads, like snagging shit. And I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Like, I've never seen this shit. Like, this is out of a movie. Like, I'm turning around thinking like, this is like, what would you do? Like the fucking TV show.
You were in Apple while
in
it
the
got
Apple
looted.
store, and it's getting looted. Like Fortnite fucking purge looted. And bro, I'm not even fucking lying. I wish I was fucking lying. I'm looking at the lady like, what is going on? She's like, don't worry, like they just come in here and they steal stuff. All of the devices have like kill switch kind of things that like they won't work once they leave the store. And I was like, who the fuck cares whether they're gonna work or not when they leave the store? Like, they just ran in here and stole like 100 iPhones and iPads and shit, unfazed. My brother and I were in CVS, and I like fucking around with people. Like, I'm like very extroverted. So I'm like fucking around with this dude. I'm like, he's handing me deodorant, bro, because they lock everything up. California is like the only place I've ever seen that they like lock up deodorant, shampoo, fucking like lotions and shit. I'm like, laundry detergent, all locked up. Like, you go to Target, you go to CVS, all locked up. So like, I like to fuck with the workers a little bit. I go to the CVS to get some like Old Spice deodorant or something. And the guy like opens it up, passes me the thing, and I go like fake run. And I like laugh. I'm like, no, I'm fucking with you. He's like, you'd be surprised, bro. There's a reason we have to lock everything up. He's like, we can't touch them. We can't do anything. So there's that, the fucking thief crime problem. And then homeless people, bro, you can't touch them. Like, if they press you in Miami, bro, you're getting shot. If you stick your hand in my car, I'm assuming you're coming for me. I'm not actually gonna fucking shoot anybody, but I'm saying, like, get the fuck out of my car.
Yeah.
In LA, bro, some fucking homeless dude knocked on my window, and I'm like, You know when like you're like trying to make it obvious that like you kind of saw them, but like you really don't want to look at them.
Yeah, you generally don't even have like $1 to fucking slide through. You know what I mean,
bro? If I usually like, if they're on the side of the road, like I gave a homeless dude $100 because he had a dog and he was not a tweaker. But like when they're tweakers, bro, I don't want anything to do with you. Nothing, bro.
I mean, it's for your own safety.
Druggies creep me the fuck out, whether my safety or not, bro. That's like fucking creepy.
Yeah.
They're just like, with fucking zombie trip. Like, I don't want you near me, bro. Yeah. Don't come near my car. Like, I worked hard for this. I'm not trying to have some fucking crazy druggy person punch my shit. Yeah. So it's like knocking on the window. And I'm like, I don't have anything. I don't have anything. And I'm like, bro, this is like a fucking serious problem. Can't do anything, bro. He starts hitting my window harder. Can't do anything. That's a fucking scary place to live. And also taxes politically and all that shit.
So that was like, would you say that was one of the turning points, the times that you experienced in first person, being at an Apple store, getting looted, and then all that other shit?
Yes, bro. Like I could never, I say it all the time. If California wasn't liberal, it would be one of the best places to live, bro. If California were run like Florida or Texas, it would be 10 times better to live. I'd live there now. I'd live there now, bro. It'd be clean. I'd have less taxes to pay. I would have the beach there, the mountains there. It's close to Vegas. It's close to like different places to drive to. San Diego was a nice trip to drive down there. I'm sure San Francisco wouldn't be a fucking burning piece of shit hellfire. Like I'm telling you, bro, like California's a beautiful place. It just, you know, like we'll give you guys another state. You guys can take like Wisconsin or something. Or whatever other state, you know?
Yeah, dude, the reason I always ask is because, I mean, I've always been in Florida my entire life. I've visited California a few times, and like, I mean, maybe it's just the people that I've gotten to know from the West Coast that no one really sugarcoats that shit. It genuinely seems like there's a fucking problem going on.
No, it's a fucking problem, bro. And the thing is like, if you look up like on TikTok, like Skid Row and all these things, like you'll see it.
Yeah.
The news will never show you that shit.
So how long have you been here now in Florida? Since you got back?
A month and a half, bro. About a month and a half. I moved in November 1st. Bro, it took forever. The places here do not fuck around, bro.
Yeah.
They don't. They make it so hard. I went through like 6 different application processes to just get accepted, which I like, bro. I feel safe. California, they didn't even ask me for a security deposit. I paid $500 deposit. I got my apartment. Like 0 requirements. Here, bro, my dad had to co-sign. They did multiple background checks. My credit wasn't good enough, so I needed my brother to live on the lease. My brother didn't have long enough credit, so they needed my dad to co-sign. Like I had to do a full-blown interview. Like that's, bro, you can't get into like even into the apartment pretty much without having like a scan key. When I was in California, dog, that shit was not like that. They don't care. Like they'll give anyone a house. You get a home. You get a home. You need an apartment. Here's yours. Crazy. I love Miami, bro. I'm telling you, I love it here.
That's
I love
awesome.
Florida.
Well, I'm glad you're here, bro. And I'm glad we finally got to meet and that you're here today on the pod and shit.
Yeah, dude, this is sick. The whole setup is sick. Like.
It's been, dude. We got it in June, and it's been coming together and stuff, bro. But it's been a long work in progress. It's nuts. I can't even believe, like, you know, every time I do an episode, it's like, holy fuck. You know?
What made you want to start a podcast?
Dude, I've always loved having just I can have a conversation with anyone. You know what I mean? No matter what you do, I love to get to know people and just chat about fucking anything and laugh.
Yeah.
And so, you know, I watched Joe Rogan like everyone else. I'd like to watch, like, podcast is one of the types of long form content that I consume consistently. I don't really watch just like normal YouTube, like I do watch some different creators and stuff that I find interesting, but I don't know. I personally enjoy conversations with any type of people, and so I said, fuck it, like there'd be nothing funner than to have some TSLs and get to chat with anyone. Even though today we're just doing a couple electrolytes, it is a Tuesday, but we'll do it. We'll get our TSLs in.
Yeah, dude, we'll get a TSL on the weekend, man. I have boxing tomorrow morning. I don't want to pull up. Like, my tolerance is like literally 0. One shot, I'd be like kind of fucking waiting. And I have that, bro. I just start spewing. My problem is like I don't get out of the house much now because I'm doing the whole meme coin shit. Yeah. So I feel like once I fucking start talking, it's just like I kind of lose train of thought. And then I just spew. I could not do a podcast.
Yeah, usually when I'm drinking with other guests as well, towards the 40-minute mark, depending on how much we're drinking, it just starts to get a little bit woozy and fucking.
Yeah, you're like no longer speaking about things that like actually have any sort of like merit.
You're kind of going in circles.
Going in circles, bro. That's how my brain operates, though.
Yeah, that's what
Do you watch podcasts or do you listen to podcasts? Like I watch. Super visual.
Yeah, I watch. I'm visual as well.
I can't like. Bro, like on my headphones, like, nah, I got to be eating dinner, watching Joe Rogan. I like the clips too. Yeah. It's like I got an attention span of a goldfish. So for me, it's like give me like a 10-minute clip, I'm good, and I'll break them up throughout the day. But if you put like a 3-hour podcast on, like, I'm probably going to fall asleep.
Yeah, no, I agree. But, I mean, you mentioned boxing, and I wanted to get into a bit of, the jacked Italian.
Okay, yeah, dude.
I want to go back. Man,
Absolutely.
Because I used to, you and I told you Sush and, a few other creators actually, bro. Like, I was watching all your shit, and I still do now. But,
That's sick.
during the height of the fucking jacked Italian, when your hair was down to your fucking shoulders and you were fucking, you were on the gear and you were fucking going nuts.
I kind of miss it.
When did that all? When did it all begin, bro? Like, how were you? Did you know you wanted to make content back when you were, in your teens? And
Yeah, bro.
Where did it all start?
So, my dad's from Italy. Kind of full circle moment. My dad's from Italy. They don't play fucking football, bro. Like, they're playing soccer. You know what I mean? Like, they're not coming to America and their kids not playing American football. Like, I was playing soccer. I played soccer my whole life. And I thought, like, this is what I'm put on this planet to do. My brother and I were going to international tournaments. We're playing at IMG Academy in the summers.
No way.
For, like, it was just called Super Y National. So, like, all of the national teams that were ranked, like, my brother was on the second best team in the nation for, like, 3 years, bro. Kid was goalie, like, icy, bro. I was playing on, it was, like, probably the 5th best team in the nation, all from New Jersey. Like, New Jersey has really good soccer teams.
What position?
I played center, defensive mid, and striker, depending on kind of what team I was on. Or, like, I split time, so, like, older team, younger team, or, like, high school varsity, or, like, my club team or academy team. So in high school, I was striker, on club team, center, defensive mid. But I was, like, dead set. I'm going to college for this. Like, this is what I'm going to do. Broke my back freshman year of high school.
Your back?
Dude. At a college showcase tournament, I went in for a slide tackle. Another kid went in for a slide tackle. I got in, a little bit faster. He got in, boom. We're playing soft ground. Like, soft ground cleats. We're outside, rain, metal hybrid stud. So it's like plastic stud, metal stud, plastic stud, metal stud in the back to kind of give you better grip. That metal stud, bro, right on my L5 vertebrae. Pop that hoe. Like, the way that your vertebrae looks is like this. So it kind of looks like a wing.
You broke
Pushed
your back.
forward and pushed to the side. Yeah, bro. So I have, like, probably 1/4 of an inch to a 1/2 an inch. Like, I would have been, like, taller, bro. Pushed forward. So it's like my spine, instead of looking like this, it's kind of like this and then, like, a little staircase on the bottom. So I had to do physical therapy for, like, 2 years. Physical therapy. For the first year, it was 3 to 4 times a week. For the second year, it was twice a week. Wow. And dude, this sucks. Like, I kind of laugh about it now. My perspective on it's changed a lot, which I'll get into after, like, how I changed my perspective. But I thought my life was over. I had to sit on a fucking cushion for my entire sophomore year of high school, bro. A thick-ass cushion because the seats in class were too hard. And it was the most embarrassing thing in my life. And the doctors told me, like, you're never going to run again. Forget about playing soccer. You're never going to lift weights unless it's on a bench. Like, your life's essentially done. Like, physically, like, your life's physically done. And they were like, you have 2 options. Like, you can either get a surgery. It's called the spondylolisthesis is what I had. Spondylolisthesis of the L5 vertebrae on top of a fracture. And they said I could either get a surgery every 10 years to fuse the L5 to the L4 to the L3 or S1, whatever it is, like whatever your vertebrae are. Like, every 10 years, I'd have to fuse it to the one above. And eventually, after like 4 to 5 years, the lower part of your back has, like, real no flexibility. Or 2 years physical therapy, work on strengthening my core and doing all these things. And I was like, well, I'm obviously going to do those first before I opt for a fucking surgery that's essentially life-ending. Because, like, after 3 of those, bro, you're not fucking moving. Like, you have no flexibility either way. I'm going to fix this shit. Doctors were like, you're not working out. You're not doing any of this shit. Like, and I was like, nah, I'm going to fix this shit. So I started working out at 16. I started documenting it, like, right when I turned 17. And, bro, I was watching Christian Guzman. I was watching Shawley. I was watching Steve Cook. Like, I was watching, like, the older heads, bro. Dom Mazzetti, Mike. Like, he was my favorite.
One of the GOATs.
Yeah, bro. And he's from Jersey, so he's, like, one of my favorites. And I was like, I'm going to start documenting this shit. So I started working out. I started documenting it. And
what year was this?
2017, probably end of 2016, beginning of 2017. It was called Marco Shreds was my page, bro. And I was like, oh, this is going to be it. I'm in math class posting pictures of blueberries, explaining why you should eat them. I'm posting my workouts. And I loved it, bro. I had like 100 followers, bro, 100. Nothing. All through high school, nothing. Like, it was super hard to blow up on Instagram back in the day.
There was no reels.
Yeah, there were no reels. And also, like, unless you looked fucked, like David Lade type shit back then, like, you're not blowing up off none of that. And I wasn't doing YouTube. I didn't know about any of that. I was 16, 17.
You were just doing it for yourself.
I was doing it for myself, or like doing it for like anyone that was like, would help. Yeah. I could help someone.
It was more like a personal journal.
Yeah. I was doing it like that. Personal journaling kind of shit. Just like on Instagram. And nothing happened. Like, I wanted a sponsorship so bad. I wanted to be a social media fitness guy, like really bad, as I gotten older and kind of was watching these people. I was like, this is what I want to do. This is what I want to do. So I get to college. Still nothing, bro. I had like 200 followers on that page. And I kind of gave up on it. And I've always been like a hustler. Like, I've always done whatever I could to make money. Always had like multiple jobs in high school, doing any side hustle I could do, selling shoes, working landscaping, anything I could do. And my mom always made me go to Goodwill with her and like go thrifting. Like, that was like fun for us. Like, my mom was like, we don't need to waste a bunch of money on clothes. We're going to go get stuff from Goodwill. Like, you guys are going to trash it anyway. You guys fucking play in the mud. You're outside all day. I'm riding my BMX bike, my skateboards and shit. I'm falling down, ripping my shirts. My mom's like, I'm done buying you shit because you destroy it. So I started buying clothes at Goodwill in college. And I'd go to the different Goodwills and I'd get all these things. And it wraps back in, trust me. And I started a TikTok page because I was selling on Instagram. I would go to every single fraternity and sorority in the nation because I was in Pike. So I would just follow all the Pike guys on this reselling page, and I'd follow all the girls at the different sororities. And I think I got the page to like 5,000 or 6,000 followers doing it that way. I'd follow 200 people a day. And I would just grind that shit. And I would post all of the items I was getting to resell because kids were like, yo, where'd you get that? College kids, bro, you're wearing TSL Time, like lime shirt, Time, all these things, alcohol things, bro. Sam Adams, Boston Lager, Bud Light, Heineken, any alcohol type shirt I could buy, I'm buying it. And I'm posting them on these pages. I'm finding vintage clothes. I'm like, you know what? If I start a TikTok account, more eyes, more buys, I'm going to fucking do that. Dog, I posted one video. That shit changed my life, bro. That shit changed my life. I had like 100,000 views. And like, dog, for a kid,
what was the video?
It was just come thrifting with me. I'm going thrifting. This is what I found today. And I'm just showing everyone what I found.
And this was 2020?
2020. Like,
the golden
August
era
of 2020, dog. The golden era of TikTok. Like, you're blowing up. If you get a good video, bro, now you get 1 million views, you might get like 1,000 followers, 2,000 followers. Yeah. Back then, dog, you get 100,000 views, you got 10K. Like, people are like, I need more of this. And I'm like, all right, bet. I fucking start selling shit daily. I stopped going to class. I'm doing reselling shit full time. I'm working security, valet, personal training, front desk at LA Fitness, kids club at LA Fitness, security, valet, personal training, reselling clothes, reselling shoes, selling some other stuff that I can't talk about. But I'm sure people can kind of like infer. And I'm doing this TikTok. And I'm stopped going to class. And bro, I'm making a fucking killing doing this shit. And I get like 180,000 followers in like a month and a half. People are like, yo, you're jacked as fuck. Post your workouts.
And you were only doing thrifting content this
Only thrifting. I did not post a single workout video on that page at all. Like, I had given up almost on that dream. I was like, you know, it's not for me. Sneaker reselling is my shit. I'm teaching people how to resell shoes. I'm documenting it all, offer up, let go, Facebook Marketplace, messaging people. And bro, it makes me smile thinking back about it. Because I remember I'm getting these comments like, bro, you're jacked, post your workouts. You're jacked, post your workouts. And I'm fucking shredded. I got the long hair. And I'm like, all right, like, I'm going to start doing this.
Were you natty?
Yeah. I was natty back then. And I start posting the videos, bro. First video, 60,000 views, 5,000 followers. Next video, 100,000 views, another, bro. In a month, I remember, bro, I posted my first TikTok on Thanksgiving of 2020, and I said, if you want to lose weight and you still want to enjoy Thanksgiving dinner, chew your food up and spit it out when your family's not looking. And I take a bite of cake, I chew that bitch up, and I go, I spit it over the fucking fence, and then I spit the rest in a napkin. Post it. Blows up. Boom, boom, boom. Bro, Thanksgiving, post my first video. Christmas Day, I wake up 100K. End of February, 300K. End of March, 700K. I start getting brand deals, start working with companies. I'm blowing up. I couldn't post a video without getting 500,000 views. Like, 500,000 views was like a bad video for me. Wake up one day, banned.
What?
Banned, bro. Fat shaming. Yeah. I got banned. But it humbled the shit out of me. And I realized there's consequences to these things. I started my new page, and I honestly looked at it as I just trimmed the fat off my old page. Like my first page, a lot of girls were following me because I was good looking, long hair, shredded, that they weren't necessarily following me for advice. And it was like 65% men, 35% women. Now my following on TikTok, or when I had restarted it, within like 2 days, bro, I had like 400,000 followers on my new page. Like literally everyone that had found out that I got banned, new page. So I was fine, but I was like, you know what? I'm not going to push that dangerous shit on TikTok anymore. Like dangerous meaning like fat shaming. It's not okay to be fat. That's a terrible life choice. You can't complain about having type 2 diabetes when you literally ate yourself to that position. Like,
so you were going hard in the paint.
Yeah, I was going hard, bro. I was going hard. But
were
like,
you fat growing up?
Yeah, bro. I was fat. I went from, I was 5'7", like 130, 135 with abs and shit when I played soccer. Broke my back 6 months later. I'm fucking 5'10", 200. Bro, I gained like 70 pounds when I got injured, bro. And I was fucking fat. My arms stayed the same size. I looked like shit. Like if I show you my first photo I ever took of myself, like I had already lost 10 pounds from that point. And like I had a fucking gut, no chest, like literally no chest, skinny ass arms. Like my fucking head was like a fucking globe, no legs. Like I had like soccer player legs, but like nothing really. And like I knew what it's like, bro. I lost 50 pounds in like, or 40 pounds in 3 months, bro. Like I was putting in that work.
After the 2 years you did PT.
Yeah, after 2 years of PT and everything. So like I fought my way to get back there. Like
no matter what, you were determined that this was not going to be it.
Yeah, bro. I remember like doctors telling me like you're never going to run again. Forget about playing soccer ever. Like it's not happening. Don't work out unless you're like arms on a bench. Like you're just doing bicep curls. Like you're never going to squat. You're never going to bench. Dog, I did not squat. I haven't squatted since prep. I haven't hit legs since middle of 2023. But like, bro, my best squat ever is 600 pounds. Bro, but yeah, bro. My best deadlift, I only deadlifted one time. I think it was 5 plates, and it was like back in 2021 with Brandon and James, bro, in Alpha Land Gym, like Alpha Elite, the OG Alpha Elite. Like that was the first time and only time I ever deadlifted in my whole life. But just doing shit like that, like made me feel really good about how far I had come. But yeah, bro, I was saying shit like, and I still stand on this fucking business, dog. I'll die on this fucking hill. Like if you got like type 2 diabetes, like don't say like, oh, my family, it's like it runs in my family. Like, bitch, number one, nobody runs in your family. Number two, if you know that shit's in your family, if you know that shit's in your family, that's like saying like, oh, bro, my grandfather died of a heart attack because or lung cancer because he smoked cigarettes, and then you smoke cigarettes. Like, bitch, person one was the fucking outcome in your family. Like you're going to have the same outcome. So if your mom and dad have type 2 diabetes and they're 400 pounds, eat like shit every day, and then you actively make the decision to eat like shit every day and be 400 pounds, don't be surprised when you get type 2 diabetes. Like that's kind of the shit that I was saying. And I still believe that shit. I just kind of had to tone it back.
Yeah, because I think that's a little bit further than tough love. You know what I mean? That's like
bro, you'd be surprised because I remember the exact video I posted. It was this fucking fat bitch, bro. She was like saying some crazy shit about like we need to accept like these bodies, like this can be healthy too. And I was like, this bitch was like 700 pounds, like bigger than my 500 pound life type shit, or my 600 pound life, whatever it is. And I was like, you can be that way. I'm not gonna tell you can't be that way, but don't tell people that that's healthy because you're killing them. Like shit like that. And then I said, for anyone that's in the gym and is heavy like that, trying to better themselves every day, you're doing 10 times more than what anyone else is doing, and you should be incredibly proud of yourself. A bunch of fucking woke left TikTokers stitch that shit without putting the part where I'm encouraging people and saying you're doing the right thing. Congratulations, you should be proud of yourself. I'm the first person to say I'm proud of you for noticing there's a problem. Everyone's like, you're racist. And I was like, how is calling someone fat racist, number one? But that's what they were saying. Then they were saying that I was fat phobic. I'm not afraid of fat people. I think it's gross. Number two, also, I'm the first person to try to help people lose weight. I've helped people lose hundreds of pounds. And the people that I've helped lose a lot of weight are the people that they need that type of, you can't, bro, too many people baby you, bro. Your parents are immigrants.
Yeah.
Did your dad hit you? Your mom break wooden spoons on your fucking ass when you misbehaved?
I got the chancleta a couple times.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
You know, I got my ear tugged a few times, you know, but it's if I spoke back to my parents, there was no...
Exactly.
There was maybe a backhand or two there, you know?
Yeah, but what I'm saying is like too many people are babied. And like, that's the kind of thing that like some people needed. So I had a lot of people that followed me saying, bro, you've helped me lose so much weight because you don't sugarcoat things. You're saying things that other people are afraid to say. And that's why my page blew up so much. But yeah, that's kind of how I started that. After I got banned, kind of changed to be less aggressively out there about that shit. But everyone still kind of knows, like, if you follow me, like, you know what I'm doing. You know what I think. And 100%. I don't hide it either. I just don't actively say those things as much as I used to because there's no point. Like, I've made a good amount of money. I've made myself a decent reputation. I don't want to risk ruining it now that I understand the, like potential of people getting offended by these things. And, like, when you get offended by something, what do you do?
I don't get offended by shit.
But if you were, like, you're just going to scroll. I
I'm just saying, like, usually, I'm such a like a, I don't even know how to describe it, like a pacifist in a way. I've never been in a fucking street fight, never been in a fight. Anytime I've gotten in a confrontation with someone or an argument in public, I just stand there. I'm just like,
you're just like, yeah, bro, you want a shot?
I'm like, you want a shot of tequila? Like, bro, let's hug it out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But to your point, I mean, no, but when I was younger, dude, and I was overweight, and I would wake up every day unhappy with how I was, and I was dealing with, you know, a lot of fucking mental pain and just struggling. When someone would call out my fucking physical appearance, I would cry, bro. I would lose it. I would go crazy. And like, that was one of the big things that fueled me to fucking get in shape. And I remember by the time you and Brandon really, like, and some of the other guys started popping off, and I would see like some of your videos where you were just like fucking full throttle, you fat fuck.
Yes.
I would laugh so hard. And but I also saw the other side of like people getting, you know, very offended and not taking it in the way of in like motivation, rather like offense. And so I think that's one of the things that when I started making content in 2023, one of the things, like, I kind of got some inspiration from Sush, where he would start his videos like, "What's up, pussies?"
Yeah.
I would say, "Yo, what up, fat fucks?"
Yeah.
And it worked, bro.
Yes.
Hella people loved it.
Yes.
And so I stopped doing it a bit, but you know, there would always be some backlash between people who were like, "Yo, what the fuck? Why are you calling me a fat fuck?" And
yeah, bro. But the way I look at it is like this, bro. There's 8 billion people on this planet. All you really need is like 5,000 that really fuck with you. All the rest of that shit is noise, bro. It's noise. If you get offended by my video and you report it, you're a pussy. Because if I saw your video and I got offended by it in any way, I'm just gonna scroll because I'm not a fucking pussy. I have more things going on in my life than worrying about, oh, this guy's a dick. Report. Wah, wah. I'm a crybaby, little fuck. No, bro, just fucking get over it. Like, stop being a bitch. The problem is a lot of people are very easily offended by things. Like, bro, grow up. There's bigger problems in the world, bro. There's a lot bigger problems in the world.
Yeah, people have definitely like I think social media has heightened people's like sensitivity to
100%,
getting called out
bro.
and shit like that.
100%. Exactly. But the funny thing is, I got bullied relentlessly.
Same.
when I was fat. Relentlessly. Because it was like the end of my freshman year. I was lean in the soccer tournament, got injured. Bro, you get a three month summer break, bro. You come back 3 months later, you're eating 9,000 calories a day, 8,000 calories a day, like you did when I'm running 12 miles a day, playing multiple soccer games, and I'm still hungry like that, and then I get fucking fat. I come back and everyone's like, damn, what the fuck happened to Marco? And I'll tell you the exact moment. This is the exact moment I started working out. There was this chick, my best friend, not best friends anymore. Fuck that dude. But besides the point, I digress. And we're not even not friends because of this. We're not friends because of other shit. He knew that I had a crush on this girl from another school when we both swam. I used to just swim. And he was friends with one of her friends. So they made a group chat behind my back saying like, yo, let's have Marco DM her. Whatever, that'd be so funny. Like, act like you like him. And he's telling me, yo, bro, DM her, like, she told like such and such, she thinks you're cute. And I was like, oh, really? And he was like, yeah. So I'm DMing her. And I like don't know what to say, bro. It's my first time ever DMing a girl, bro. I'm like 16. And dog, I remember, dog, I'm fucking DMing her. Like, I think like, oh, bro, this is cool. Like, we're DMing for maybe like an hour back and forth. The whole time they're in a group chat behind my back. And they're like laughing about how like the fucking fat, ugly kid is like thinking he has a chance type shit.
That's a dirty
And
move.
I was like, damn,
You want a Coke Zero?
Yeah, bro. I'll take a Coke Zero, man.
How did you not see that cable, brother?
No, I didn't.
Yo, thank you so much, man.
Thank you, bro.
Yo,
bro,
legend.
DoorDashed, Uber Eats, ice. Like, that's
Dude,
legendary.
You got to do anything for a Coke Zero, bro. If you fucking ask me.
Yeah, bro.
But yo, that's a low blow that sticks with you for a long time.
Yeah, bro. That exact moment, I'm telling you, bro. I was just checking if I had to take a meme coin trade. I'm waiting for you to get a coin address sent to me. Okay, bet. Yeah, just give me an update if they send it so I can open up the laptop and check the chart. Trying to make some money. But yeah, dude, I remember that moment. Like, I'm sitting there. I'm 16, and they're laughing behind my back. Like, they have a group chat laughing behind my back, thinking that like I would think I had a chance because I was fat and ugly. Bitch, now I'm jacked and rich, so fuck you and fuck that kid and fuck the other bitch. But no, I'm telling you, bro, genuinely, like, that shit, it's the moments that you don't think will change your life that change your life completely. Like, getting bullied in that moment, like, I had been bullied plenty of other times for being chunky. Plenty of other times for being chunky. But that one stuck, bro. My brother was chubbier growing up. And my mom would say he was husky. And then I remember, bro, my mom, I used to call him fat. I used to bully him for being fat. And so it was maybe some karma that I got fat. And my mom was like, he's not fat, he's husky, like whatever. And I remember, bro, my brother, before I even got in shape, dude, before I ever worked out, my brother going into freshman year of high school lost like 40 pounds or something like that. It was crazy. Mo, how much did you lose going into high school?
35.
Yeah, like 35 pounds. Bro went from like being like the chubby kid to like glow up over summer. Like, grew his hair out, like had abs, like in months. And I was like, damn, like this shit's possible. So it's moments like that, like seeing your brother get in great shape, it's possible for you too. And like, I'm stuck in bed. Like, you realize who your real friends are too. Cause like, I couldn't walk for 3 months. Like, my brother and I shared a room all growing up. Like, I had a bunk bed till I was 19. And then when I went to college, or 18, when I went to college, my brother got rid of it. And then I had a love sack, they had a mattress. But bro, I'm telling you, like, I was unable to walk for 3 months. Like, I was on countless pain medication, Oxycontin, fucking whatever other ones those are, oxycodone. I had shooting pains down my legs for 2-3 years, like terrible sciatica. My back would lock up and my dad would have to carry me out of the car. I had to wear a back brace for a year and a half. I had to sit on a fucking cushion for a year. Bro, it was like the worst time of my life. I wanted nothing else to just be dead, bro. I literally wanted my life to be over. I remember taking a shower one day and just thinking like, damn, bro, I should really just fucking kill myself. Like, I'm 15 and my life's done. Like, I'm sitting here in the shower, like wanting to die. Like, none of my friends are visiting me. I can't walk. Like, it was excruciating pain to like get up and go to the bathroom. And our bathroom's like maybe 15 steps from where our bed is. Like, walk out the door, turn left, the bathroom's right there. And like, I need to sit on the toilet for like an hour to like get the strength to go back to my bed. And like, I think my life's over, bro. Everything I'd ever worked for is gone. Like, I wanted to be dead so bad, bro. I wanted my life to be over. But recently I've worked a lot on my relationship with God and just understanding that God has a plan for you. And like, you can say these things but until you really experience it, and kind of have like a coming to fruition kind of moment, you really start to understand it. And it's like, if I would have went to college and played soccer, maybe my life would have been differently, it would have went different. If I would have never gotten injured, my life would have been so much different. Like, I wouldn't be in the position that I'm in now, doing something that I never knew that I would have loved. And I'm grateful for it. Like, something that was literally the worst moment of my life. And like, I wanted nothing more but like for my life to be over, bro. Like, I'm telling you, like, I want to be dead so bad. To now, like, what is that, almost 9 years later?
You would have never imagined it.
I would have never imagined I am where I am now, being from where I was. But sometimes God puts you through these tests and like, you don't understand. And until one day you really understand. And it just hits you one day, like, wow, like the saying, like, everything happens for a reason. More and more every day, I'm starting to really understand that that's a thing. And like, you just kind of have to trust God and trust the process, that he has a bigger plan for you. And, going to play soccer wasn't for me. This was for me, helping people get in shape, helping people make money with crypto, helping people be more confident, giving them that tough love that like my dad gave me. And and things like that. Like just kind of being the older brother figure. Like I never had an older brother. I wanted to have an older brother so bad. I remember when I was a kid, I used to ask my dad all the time, like why they waited so long to have me and like why I didn't have an older brother. Because I would see all these kids with older brothers that were like bigger and stronger and like would take them to parties, or like the kids in high school that were cooler and like older, like the kids in my grade that would get to go hang out with them, like all had older brothers in the other grades. And I was like, you know, I want to be the older brother figure that that I never had, if that makes sense. Like I made a lot of mistakes growing up. Like I got arrested, I got in fights, I got suspended, I made some terrible decisions. And like my brother never made any of those mistakes. My brother never got arrested for weed. My brother never got in a bunch of fights. My brother didn't fail all his classes and get kicked out of fucking every fucking class he ever went to. It was funny. Like all the teachers in my school like hated me and they all loved him. They were like, "You're nothing like your brother." So it's like if I had an older brother, I wish I could see the mistakes he made and learn from it. So I would like to be able to do that for people. And I truly believe that God allowed me to do that by taking away what I thought was my dream.
Yeah,
you know?
Dude, that's so insane, man. And I mean, I'm an older brother as well, and I mean, I was pretty fucking. I mean, like any rascal fucker, I got suspended as well. Almost got arrested in Spain for smoking weed as well.
Damn.
And I mean, I feel like my younger brother's definitely made his mistakes here and there, but I don't know. It's like part of this like instinct that you have that. And I feel like sometimes it actually can bite you in the ass, because it's like sometimes I look at my younger brother and I'm like, don't make these mistakes that I made. Don't make these mistakes that I made. But at the same time, sometimes you have to let them make the mistake, you know? So because you have to, there's nothing like, you know how some people sometimes say like you need to avoid making these mistakes, whether it's in business or in the gym or whatever you do. The truth is the best way to learn is by making the mistake and seeing what you did wrong and how you can fix it. Yeah,
I feel like me and you also learn very similarly. Like I need to fuck up to understand like I can't do that. I can't do that. That's the limit. You know, you can't yell "fuck you, bitch," like, and then slap your vice principal's hand away from you and say "don't fucking touch me, you fat bitch." You can't say those things. You know, I learned that. But sometimes you have to make those mistakes to like understand what you can and can't say or do.
Yeah. That's fucking crazy, man. And so
bro.
Going back to after you got your account banned, this was, 2021 was when things really took off. Your account got banned, then you made the new account.
It was April 1st, bro. I thought it was an April Fool's joke. I was like,
on April 1st, you got banned.
Bro, yeah. April 1st, 2021. I'm taking a shit on the toilet. I open my phone up to scroll through some fucking TikTok, and it's like account banned. And my dad's like making jokes. He's like, he doesn't understand. And I'm like fucking bawling my eyes out. Shit's coming out of my ass. And I'm like, no. And my dad's like, ha, 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 ha. And I'm like, no, Dad, it's not fucking funny.
Yeah, because everything you worked for that whole
everything I had ever worked for, I thought my life was like, that moment I was like, oh my God, everything's gone. And then my brother actually calmed me down a lot. He was like, just start posting again.
Yeah.
He's like, bro, you did it in like 3 months. You had like 700K, bro. You don't think you can do that shit again? And I did it again. So he was right. And shout out low, bro.
And then because you were making a lot of money at the time from, brand deals and, even I'm sure you still had some income coming in from the thrifting. It's crazy how timing played out, right? Because 2021 was when we saw, that's when you were an adult already, but we saw the first big boom, pandemic pump.
Yeah, bro.
Crypto and the stock market. Yeah, were you already, was that like the first time you began to experiment with crypto and you luckily had some cash to get in the game?
Bro, actually really funny story. I would watch a bunch of people like I told you, dude, I would do whatever I could back then to try to make some money in some side hustle. So like working all those jobs. And I was like, oh, I'm going to start day trading. And I had no idea what this shit is. And like I didn't have the attention span to sit down and watch YouTube videos. So I downloaded Robinhood. I put like $600 in there and I would sit in my entrepreneurship class, just like buying Apple stock and waiting for the price to go up $1 and like fucking sell it. Like I didn't know what that shit was. And I bought Ethereum at like $400 and I sold it at like 800. And I was like, oh my God, I doubled my money, bro. And I bought a lot. I bought like $5,000 worth. And bro, like a month after that shit was like $4,000. And I was like, all right, bro, like fuck my life. Like, but I missed that first bull run. But cousin crypto, bro, Josh, one of my best friends, Josh Bryant.
One of the goats, bro.
One of the best ever, bro.
Hilarious.
A lot of people know him as cousin crypto. I remember vividly, he was my roommate. Like we lived together. One of my best friends, dude, the first person I really ever became friends with through social media as well. I went to go stay with him in Arizona. My ex-girlfriend had lived out there, so I was staying with her when I dropped out. He convinced me to drop out, dude. I dropped out on his couch. He was begging me, bro, please, please, please put 300K in Solana, put 300K in Solana, put a bunch of money in Bitcoin. And I was like, nah, bro, crypto's gonna go to nothing, bro. Crypto just went, like, I bought Ethereum at like $4,000, and I was like, it's back down to like $1,000. Like, why the fuck would I put money in? He's like, no, I'm telling you, bro, I'm telling you. And I didn't listen. I faded him. And
he knew.
I would have had like to 3 million in just Solana from then, bro, not including what I had already bought now. Yeah, bro, I fucked up big time. But you have to learn, bro. I learned. Damn, don't fade this shit. Like, get good at it. Study it. Like, figure out what you're doing. And I did for the last 8 months. Or 9 months now, studying, getting used to things, trading, and just experimenting with different things, joining communities, learning, and it's been life-changing. But I missed that first bull run, bro. Yeah, I missed that first bull run, unfortunately.
That's crazy how quick you quickly learn, though, bro. 'Cause what's so insane, man, is like for the people who have made a killing in crypto, how fast it can happen. Do you not think that kind of fucks up your perspective on money and all that? You know what I mean?
Yeah, it really does. Dude, actually, funny story. I was on a podcast with my friends from college. They started a podcast, a media company. They asked me, like, hey, bro, can you come on the podcast? And this was when one coin that I was in was going crazy. So I'm looking at my account. I have like 400K in this coin. And I'm like, dog, I have $500,000 in this coin.
This was all the money. And you saved almost everything from you made during fitness.
Yeah. I saved almost everything that I possibly could have saved through like fitness stuff. And I still save vast majority of the money that I make. I try to keep my monthly expenses. Like, my monthly expenses are high to like general public standards. They're very high. But like, that's all on a spectrum, you know? To me, I keep it low compared to my income.
What taught you, though, to be so financially mature with your money at such a young age? Because most kids
I'm Jewish as fuck, bro.
You're Jewish as fuck?
Yeah, I'm not actually Jewish, but like, I'm one of them for real, man. I'm one of y'all, man. Invite me. No, I'm just super stingy with my shit. Like, I don't.
You never had the impulse to like,
No.
let me buy this car, let me buy
Bro,
stupid clothes or make dumb purchases? Because, dude,
I believe that if you can't buy something 10 times, don't buy it.
Yeah.
Like, if you can't buy something 10 times outright, don't buy it. Like, I bought my Kith M4, and like I bought a couple watches or something, or I sold one or two, and like I bought some clothes. But like, if you can't afford to buy something like 10 times over, bro, don't buy that shit. You can't afford it. You can afford it. The money's in your account. But like, bro, you're buying a $100,000 car and you have $120,000 in your account. Like, you're retarded. Like, you deserve to be poor. Like, you happen to fall into money, but you deserve to be poor. Like, you're very stupid. Like, and the way I've always looked at it is like, I didn't grow up with money. Like, I watched my dad grind. Like, my dad probably started making good money when I was like 14. But like, bro, my dad moved to America, didn't speak English, had like 10 grand worth of USD when he moved here, and like didn't crash his homie's Mercedes and had to pay for it. So he had like 5 grand, didn't speak English. His degree didn't transfer over for architecture from Italy to America. So he had to go back to his college and get certified again and like get all these things, get a degree and everything. So like, my dad grinded, bro, worked hard. He moved here at 33. He had me at 41, had my brother at 43. Like, my dad worked hard, but like, we didn't have a lot of money until, he had made it, 10 years in that career path, 15 years in that career path. And like, my dad always did whatever he could in order to like soccer cleats that I needed. My dad was always like teaching me, get good deals on things. Like, don't just buy it full price, bro. Like, last year soccer cleats came out. I can buy you one brand new pair of soccer cleats. And bro, the top of the line soccer cleats, bro, they're like $250.
Yeah, it's like a fucking tennis racket as well. It's
bro,
so expensive.
Crazy. But you go on eBay, they just wore theirs for last season. Bro, I can get like 5 pairs for $250. And Nike, low-key shout out Nike, bro. They have a return policy that if your shit breaks within 2 years, there's a warranty, or 1 year, there's a warranty. So I used to go to all these stores. Like, I'd go to Plato's Closet, Goodwill. I'd look for like the new Nikes and shit. I'd dip that shit in boiling water and I'd peel the glue back and I'd send that shit to Nike, and I'd get like $1,000 worth of vouchers on different emails, different phone numbers. My grandma would get a voucher. My mom would get a voucher. My dad, my brother, me, my second name, my third name, my fourth name, like my random cousin. Like, I would have like thousands of dollars in Nike vouchers and shit when I was in high school and buy shit. Like, I'd buy soccer cleats. So I was always like, save as much as you can. And I kind of turned it into like a video game. Like, how high can I see my net worth go? Like, the least amount that I forcibly spend, the more that I see. And like, I know that the more I save and invest and it grows, the faster I'll be able to get to that retirement number. Like, for me, my retirement number is 10 million. If I have $10 million,
that's an insane number.
It's really not, bro.
I'm not saying it's like an insane. I'm saying in the grand scheme of things, that's an insane number.
Yeah, but it's really not. Like I'm telling you, bro. Like when you're out here in Miami, bro, you know people that have a fuckload of money. Hearing 10 million to some people is like, oh my god, unfathomable. I'd never be able to think of that. 10 million to some people is like, bro, what's $10 million? Like that's what some people think, and you just got to realize it's all just perspective. So if I can save and work hard and invest and save and work hard and invest and work smarter and not harder, and just like, okay. What is this? What is this? What is this? How are my streams of income? How do they all connect to each other? How can one create the other one? And how can one create the other one? How can they balance off of each other? How can I make one more beneficial to the other one so I can kind of offset one and have my brother take it over, but I'm still taking a little bit, but then he's making it and the money stays in the family, but I can put more time in one thing. And I genuinely think I'll be able to get to the 10 mil number by like 27 with crypto. Like I think that I can get there 27, 28. I'm 20. I just turned 25, so like I think that I can get there. And then it's like the laziest you want to possibly be. Put that shit in a fucking investment account. Live off the interest. You let that shit ride. You know, you're taking $1 million a year. You would have. I don't even spend, like, bro, $150,000 a year. You can live really lavish. You can drive whatever car you want, live in whatever apartment you want, eat any food you want, buy almost any clothes you want.
With $150K a year?
Yeah. Apartment. My apartment's $7K a month with utilities and all these things. So that's $72,000 a year, give or take. Car, once mine's paid off, it will be paid off. I don't intend on selling it, but I pay like $2,000 a month on a car payment. And the only reason I'm doing that is to build my credit. Car insurance is like $500, so that's like $10,000. And then $4,000 on miscellaneous shit. Food, I don't really eat crazy shit, bro. I eat chicken thighs, rice, like $4 steaks. Like $15,000 a month times 12 is like $180,000 a year. It's really not that much, bro. 180,000 goes very far. So then you have $800,000 to figure out what the fuck you're going to do with it. You know, leave some of it in there, increase your spendings to 300,000. Now you have 120,000 to spend on trips, whatever else you want. Once my car's paid off, that's not even a car payment anymore. So my monthly expenses go down $2,200. You know, it's kind of just like, that's the way I look at it personally. Like, if I wanted to be super lazy and just fuck off and live like a nice life, but nothing like absolutely ridiculous, there you are, 10 million, 5 million, 4 million, $400,000 a year, you still live that insane life. You know, it's just my number. I want the 10 million. I want to see 8 figures as like there, if that makes sense. But, and then I'll continue to work and do what I want. But like, the constant need, honestly, I say that, but like I'm probably always gonna really want to make more money. But you understand you know what I mean? Like you get to that number and then you're kind of done. You're set. Now I can have a kid. Now I can find a woman that I love. Now I can travel the world and do things and still be young and enjoy it. Things like that. That's kind of what I'm striving for.
100%.
And I think crypto can get you there for sure.
Yeah, I think everyone has like an arbitrary number of what they think would make them happy, but a lot of the times when you get to that number, it's kind of just like, it's really the process of what it took to get there that was so much more gratifying than when you actually get there.
Yeah, 100%. And like you were saying, like with the crypto stuff, like it does 100% fuck your perspective of money. Cause like for me, bro, I've had days where like,
my portfolio dropped 20-something thousand.
Oh my God, bro.
This week,
yeah.
and I'm like, I'm just like,
dog,
what the fuck?
I'm
not tripping though because I lost a lot of money in 2020 and even in 2017 I lost a little bit of money. I was in high school and shit, but it's pretty fucked. I mean, I honestly think crypto is financial chicken. I honestly just think it's a casino at this point, and the reason I think that is because when I was too hyper focused on trying to understand Web3 and blockchain and all these crazy white papers and all this technology and tokenomics, I got lost.
Yeah, don't distract yourself with that.
Instead of thinking to myself like, okay, what's the trend here? What's the narrative? This is very much influenced by social media and what people are looking after. And that's kind of what I started doing last year, and I've made some really great returns. And from what I feel right now and what I've not feel or what I've been no feelings and emotions in trading, you know what I mean? From what I've been researching and the due diligence I've done is that we're still, you know, Bitcoin dominance hasn't even gone down yet, and we have a pretty hefty cycle ahead of us right now.
Yeah, we have
2025.
From what I've been hearing from people that I trust a lot, we have a good 4 to 5, 6 months. I'd say 3 months is very low. 8 months is like giving, more like kind of giving.
But this pod is going to drop on the first week of January. What is your prediction for Bitcoin by the new year?
I think we'll see it go above 112,000.
We're right there.
But the problem is around Christmas time, a lot of retail investors will pull from like their bags to get, because most people don't invest a lot of money, bro. The average person's investing like $500, $600, $700. And like, don't get me wrong, we think we have some sort of impact on the market. We really don't have that big of an impact on the market. It's a lot of like BlackRock was buying Bitcoin at 30K. El Salvador's entire country bought like their entire net worth GDP of the fucking countries. Like all these things are just buying crypto, bro. Like we went from 70,000 back down to like 40 something thousand because Germany was just like, fuck you guys, we're selling all of our Bitcoin. And then they bought it back up when people got scared. Like, we don't have as much of an impact on the market as we think we do. We do in smaller coins like Solana and Ethereum and things like that. And you'll see those probably trend down, honestly, around Christmas time. But I think we're really going to see the biggest like overnight pop like we saw when Trump was officially elected, when he's inaugurated. I'm probably going to try to look to take a substantial amount of profits there, just because when you're working with a little bit of money, you need to be a lot more risky. But when you're working with a lot of money, you don't have to be as risky.
What do you call a little bit of money in your perspective? 100K? Or that's like minute money.
I mean, it depends person to person. Like for me, $100,000, I think $100,000 is a lot of money. I also think $10 is a lot of money. Depends on where I am. If I'm at a sandwich spot and they're like, yeah, your sandwich is $30, fuck you, that's a lot of money. But like investing $30, that's not a lot of money. But I think that the normal person, like to the normal person, $5,000 is a lot of money. So if they see, if they put $5,000 in there and they're looking for a 2X, like that's a lot of money to them. But in my eyes, if I'm putting $5,000 into something, I'm looking for like 4, 5, 6, 7X because it's a smaller amount of money to me to see a bigger return. But I'm working with a lot more money than that when it comes to like Solana and Ethereum, which are like my two biggest positions. So I'm going to be more conservative with what I pull it out at, and then let the meme coins be like my main like factor. But the way that I view crypto, especially with meme coins and growing like my Discord, teaching people how to do like meme coins and sports betting and things like that, fitness as well. There's two ways to acquire crypto: buying it and trading to get more. So you can buy crypto with money you earn, or you can trade crypto in the meme coin space with Solana and acquire more Solana through trading coins. And that's kind of what my focus is on now. Like I was saying, I was on that podcast and I had $400,000 in a meme coin, and I looked down and I checked my phone and I go, fuck. And they're like, what? And I go, I'm down $200,000. And then they were like, do you want to stop the podcast? And I was like, no, we'll come back. They're like, what? And I was like, it will come back, it will come back. And if it doesn't, I learned my lesson. Like it was an expensive lesson to learn. But it's right around where it was like when I dropped. It's kind of holding that level. But even then, bro, like you just got to give things time. You can't be emotional. And, you win some, you lose some. If you get in low enough, you win. It just depends on how big is your win. But that's kind of the way I look at it. Like, it's like,
how would you explain meme coins to someone who knows nothing about crypto?
Internet gambling on funny memes. Like literally, like you see I think the other day, me and a bunch of my friends were scrolling through TikTok and like we do crypto stuff, and we saw this dog.
It's gambling. It's 100% gambling.
Yeah, it's gambling.
There's no difference between investing in a meme coin and buying over under on a sports game.
Essentially, yeah. Like if you're betting, for example, yesterday, John Collins, fuck you, dog. You're definitely not going to see this, but John Collins, like you missing that wide open lay and then missing a free throw, like you actually suck dick. Like you're an NBA player, bro. Get the fucking ball in the hoop. Like what the fuck is wrong with you, bro? Like get the fucking basket, buddy. Like you're losing by 25 points on your head. Like fuck you. He cost me like $3,000 in potential winnings. Like you suck. But you can make educated guesses. Like the way you look at meme coins, educated guesses, narrative, is it trending? How many buyers, how many holders, what percentage are they? Like what do the bubble maps look like? How long has the coin been out? It's all these things like how good's the player? Are they on a hot streak? Are they injured? Are they nursing an injury? Are they, projected to take an off week? Are they getting blown out by the other team so they're not gonna play as much? They're gonna play their subs. It's the same things. Like it's just like different things that you're kind of looking at. This is good, this is bad. But then you can take educated guesses. The same way people win in sports betting is by taking educated guesses. So I was in this coin. It was called Yumi, and it was blowing up on TikTok, bro. Like this dog had like 1.7 million likes. It was blowing up. And we saw the coin, and it had been rug pulled. It went from like 8 million back down, or 12 million back down to 300K. And I was like, I'm gonna keep an eye on this. And I started looking at it. I go, damn, this coin's back up at $1 million. I'm gonna put some money in. 1.2 million. I'm gonna put some more money in. And I ended up putting in like 15K. And then I told everyone about it. And the coin, like my Discord and Telegram got in at like 2 million. And it went to, and my Discord, Telegram got in at like between 2 million and 3 million. And the coin went to like 7 million. And I think I was able to make like between
40K.
Yeah, like $40,000 is what I think I made. And like that fucks with your perspective of money. Cause it's like you look at it and you're like, what? I mean, $40,000 in an hour? Like, and then you go 3-4 days not taking a trade and you're like, oh my God, I need a fucking trip, bro. Where the fuck is the meme coins, bro? Like where the fuck is the meme coins? I'm like tripping out. My skin's getting itchy. My fucking neck is hot. And I'm like, where the fuck are they, bro? And it's just like, memes, like meme coins. And it's you get a fucking shot. And it lasts for a couple hours and you're like, I need another one. And it's very fucking addicting. It's very addicting. Like you look at it.
You can lose
like,
just as fast.
Oh, I probably lost 6 to 7 grand before I made 10, you know? Yeah. And then like, yeah, this morning, bro, I woke up and like one of my meme coins, I was down like 15K and I was like, oh, I texted Josh and I was like, Josh, like, bro, speak some sense into me. He goes, you can't enjoy the good times if you can't stomach the bad times. He's like, you can't win on the green days if you fucking sell on the red days. And he was like, you gotta fucking, and I know, like I teach people how to do it, bro. Don't put in more than you're willing to lose. I put $80,000 into this coin and I'm down 15K and I'm like, am I about to lose 80 grand? Like, oh, fuck. And then I realized like I could, but it could also 10X and I could make 800.
I feel like so many people.
That's the risk you take.
I feel so many people in crypto who say don't risk.
My bad.
More than you could lose. That makes no sense. You can't risk more than you could lose. Don't risk an amount of money that would hurt to lose. Mm-hmm. I feel like most people who say that those bullshit in the beginning because they fucking 100% ape into like all the people who got into Sol when it was really early on and now fucking live off their soul and shit. Were they really fucking risking? I'm sure. Did they risk an amount that they weren't willing to lose, or did they fucking get lucky and hit a home run?
Bro, it depends. Like, I know people that were super bullish on Sol. Josh, bro, super bullish on Sol. Put like everything he had in there, and that shit went from like $1 to like $265.
Yeah, that's outrageous, bro.
You know, or less than $1. I think Josh was buying Solana at like 25 cents. Like,
we got a meme coin migration going on.
I do have a meme coin migration. Can I watch this real quick, actually?
Yeah, do whatever you want.
I'm just gonna pull it up really subtly and like just keep an eye on it. But yeah, bro, like you can't, when they say you can't risk more than you can lose, I know some people, like I personally wanted to take out a $2 million Chase bank loan and put it in Solana at $100.
Wait. You wanted to take a 200 grand bank loan?
$2 million.
$2 million loan.
From Chase Bank.
To put into Solana.
Yeah.
And why didn't you do it?
Because Chase Bank laughed at me when I walked in there and said I wanted to do it.
What did you tell them at Chase Bank when you were like, what did you say when you walked into
I walked into Chase Bank and I said, last time I was here, I spoke to a financial advisor and they wanted to take a bunch of money from me and invest it in bonds. And I told them, no, I wanted to save it. Now I have money clearly in my account and I'm eligible for a bank loan. I want a $2 million bank loan for a business. And they were like, what business? And I was like, well, my business is investing. And they were like, investing what? I was like, crypto. I teach a community on how to invest in crypto. And they went and got a higher up manager and they were like, you want a $2 million bank loan to put in crypto? And I said, yes. And the woman said, and that was it. She just laughed at me. They literally like laughed at me. They were like, no, like we don't do that. Like you're not allowed, we're not supposed to know what you do. And then someone I was talking to, they're like, bro, you can't go in there and tell them that you're going to invest the shit. And I was like, I didn't even honestly expect to get the bank loan. I just wanted to see maybe I could get it. But yeah, they don't really fuck with that. They don't like the idea of people investing the bank's money because the bank wants to invest your money.
Right.
You know, so like you're investing there is like, why would they want you to do that? They could do it.
So you think you're going to go back and ask them for a loan?
Well, now I'm not going to do it now because Solana's too high in my opinion to personally see it. Like back at the $200, bro, all I needed is a 2X. Solana went from fucking $100. Solana 15 months ago was like $14, bro. And I faded that shit all the way up to like $70. I would have been up so retarded fat that it's not even funny, bro. Like I would have been up fucking fatter than the chick that got me canceled for the fucking fat shaming video. But I'm telling you, bro, it's insane. Like the people that make money in crypto, they are either risking a small amount of money in those coins, or they're risking a big amount of money in the big, more stable coins. And that's honestly what it is. How much are you willing to risk? What's your risk tolerance? And how much money do you have? If I have $1,000, I'm gambling on meme coins. If I have $100,000, I'm just buying Solana and I'm gonna fucking wait. And I'm gonna buy Solana, Chainlink, AVAX, Render, some Ethereum, Dogecoin, Pepe, and I'm probably just gonna stick to those, pretty mainstream, and just look and just see like, okay, where can it go? I don't even have the fucking coin.
So, what does your typical day look like when you're ready to hammer some meme coins? Wake up, take a shit, maybe rub one out.
Nah, bro, I don't jack off, bro. Jacking off's for fucking losers. I can't even lie, bro. I've tried my best to not jack off, but I definitely have recently. But no, I think like I'll get into that part after.
How can you trade meme coins and not jack off? I feel like that's completely
I
impossible.
think go hand in hand. Like, oh fuck, bro, come on, dude. Pump, bro. Migrate. Like, no, bro, I can't do that.
The stress must be like I try to trade Diddy coin and.
Yeah, we were on the phone when you were trading Diddy coin. Didn't you make money and then you bought back in and then lost the money you made?
Oh, dude, I turned like $500 into like $6K. And then I went to the gym with you and did 2 sets of chest and suddenly it was all gone.
Yeah.
I had to rub one out after.
You went home from the gym and jacked that shit. That's crazy.
Bro,
You went home and fucking drained the dragon.
I had to release some steam.
No, honestly, bro. So I wake up and it just starts with like searching Deck Screener. I'll go through Deck Screener and I'll set my filters. So it'll be like 100K to like $1 million market cap. I look for coins that have like 3,000 to 6,000 holders or more. I check the bubble maps. I look to see if the wallets are bundled. And then I look for coins that were rug pulled that are, you know, the main people that owned a lot sold. You know, and that's why the coin went down. Or I just look for coins that have died out and like don't really have a lot of volume, but they still have a lot of holders, meaning people aren't really paying attention to it. So then when people's communities and stuff get in and people start talking about it, you see it trending online, you're just looking for a good one. Or I'll go like in the fucking trenches on Pump Fund and just fucking, bro, I'm on BullX checking Pump Fund and I'm just like fiending. Like my eyes are out my fucking head. I'm like pump. And I'm buying like the most racist coin I can fucking find. And I'm just like, oh my God, like, dude, I need to buy this. And then I buy it, and then I check 3 seconds later. I'm like, oh my God, I lost all my fucking money. But I'm playing with like $100 when I'm doing that shit.
Why do racist coins pump?
Because the more fucked up a meme is, the better it does usually. If it doesn't, like for short-term stuff, like long-term stuff, there's usually projects that people get behind. But short-term stuff like that, it's very much, what's the funniest racist fucking shit that you can buy and like what's the most misogynistic, like what's the best like dumb fuck shit that you could, like I'm trying to think of ones that are like absolutely atrocious.
Yeah, I wouldn't share those on here, but that's probably why Warren Buffett stays away from crypto.
Yeah, he's a big Coca-Cola guy.
Racism typically isn't the main catalyst for investing unless you're in crypto.
No, it's usually not unless you're in crypto. Yeah, actually even in crypto, like it's not even like, it's more so the fucking brain dead autists that are fucking into that shit. I'm a brain dead autist myself, so
like I can't imagine like we're gonna live through a time in the next decade where people are gonna have kids or are having kids and their kids ask them at like 10, like, yeah, how'd you make all your money? Yeah, I bought fucking Peanut or I bought Pepe coin.
Yeah,
and this is how we live in this house. Like,
well, you saw Shane Togi. He put like $900,000 in Pepe and made like $2 million because he was just blackout drunk and like put it in. Like he just withdrew it from his online casino and fucking made $1 million. Like that's the fucking brain dead. I'm telling you, bro, the most brain dead, autistic, low room temperature IQ decision you can make is usually the right decision. It's usually the right one.
That's unbelievable.
Like there's kids in my Discord and stuff that I've made like close to 6 figures in the last 4 months from like following my plays and like learning how to do these things. And one of them's coming to visit, like a couple of them actually, 2 or 3 of them are coming on Friday. And like, bro, they're quitting their jobs. Like they're fucking 20 years old with like 100K now.
Is that not a problem?
What do you mean? I don't see how that's a problem. I think that's fucking lit. Like, I'm like, yo, I helped you. Like, for me,
No,
honestly,
I'm not saying that's a problem. I mean, of course, it's incredible that you've helped them make a lot of money, but I'm saying this idea that, you know, you make so many people probably don't have that mentality that you have, where it's very conservative with how you save your money, and they make all this money with crypto, and then next thing you know, fucking 1, 2, 3, done.
I can tell you exactly why. I can tell you the exact moment that I learned about financial responsibility. My dad, I respect that man more than anyone I think I've ever respected in my life, bro. More than anyone I've ever respected in my life, respect that man. He gave me $5,000 when I went to college, and he said, this is for your entire year. If you spend it all, get a job and figure it out. If you fail a class, you're paying for all of your college. And if you are like, get in trouble, don't hit me up. Like, I'm not the guy, pal. I'm not that guy. Like, I'm not helping you. Like, you're gonna learn. You're gonna fucking learn. Dog, I'm fucking... Dude, buying Chipotle every day after the gym. I'm pledging, so I'm doing a bunch of fucking dumb pledge shit where you have to spend money, fraternity dues are due. I'm going to the bar. I'm buying fucking drinks for chicks and shit, and like $20. I'm getting rinsed on fucking, I'm 18, bro. So I'm paying my homie to like give me his ID so I can get in. And it's just like, bro, $5,000 gone in like 3 months. Wow. And I'm like, I look at my account, winter break comes around, I look at my account. I got to get my girlfriend at the time a fucking present, and I go, and I got $300. My dad gave me $5,000. I got to figure that shit out. And that's how I learned my lesson. Like, damn, like money can go. And unless you're fucking making it, you're fucking spending it. So you got to figure it out. And that's kind of, honestly, like that changed my life. Like learning financial responsibility there and getting jobs and realizing how fast money can go and the impacts of it and setting yourself up for the future. Like, I have the car of my dreams. I have the apartment of my dreams. My little brother lives with me, and he's my best friend on the fucking planet. I can travel when I want. I get paid trips by companies. Like, they'll pay for me to go places. Like, Prize Picks flew me out to Atlanta for their weekend. WAP is going to fly me to New York City for a weekend. When I'm working with clothing companies, or Rise has flown me to Dallas. Like, when I was with Young LA, I was flown out to LA. Or when I was with Anaka, I've traveled to Miami numerous times, New York. Where else? Fucking Utah, Colorado, California. Like, I've got to travel a lot of the times, like, for free, or like, and I just like, I have the best life that I could ever live. I don't need to spend so much money. So my plan is just save as much as I can and reap the benefits later. Like, delayed gratification is something that I'm huge on. If you can't delay that gratification, then you don't deserve it, if that makes sense. Like, just because you have something doesn't mean you need to spend it. And that's the problem. That's why I feel like a lot of people don't have money, is because the second they fucking get money, they have to fucking spend it, you know?
Yeah, 100%. That's delaying gratification is not easy, because when it's right there and your hand's on the trigger finger and you just fucking, you know, buy this, buy that, take this trip.
Yeah, bro. Like, I'm looking at this coin right now. I'm up $3,000 since we got on the podcast.
Unbelievable.
And I'm like, oh shit.
Can I get a band? So how do you feel? So I mean, really, like the internet's what got you here, man. And you were pioneer.
Oh my god, that shit's just gone instantaneously.
Oh no.
I'm literally looking at it just drop by 50%. As you said, can I get $1,000? It dropped so much.
Live. Losing
Fuck
money
me,
on
bro.
meme coins.
Fuck me. It is what it is. It is what it is.
So, I mean, you were there. I mean, I really do see like 2020 guys, for like you guys who started that in that year on TikTok. That was like not the golden era. I mean, it was the starting point. How do you feel about social media right now? Are there people you're following, or just how do you see the whole world of content? And do you think it's still as lucrative or harder to get into?
What do you think? Honestly, because I'll tell you my opinion, but I want to hear yours. Like, do you think it's as lucrative or as easy to blow up? Because I have varying opinions, and I'll tell you both, but I want to hear your side of things.
Well, I mean, I know it was never easy to blow up, right? You had all these different chapters that led to you to do well on social media. It's definitely difficult, right? It's really hard, but I honestly think it's like there's this gold rush happening in the middle of, like, there's a gold rush happening now. Like, everyone, like, after our parents and our grandparents, the oldest people on earth will have grown up or lived the majority of their life on Instagram, on TikTok, on social media. Like, no longer are people listening to the radio when they're at a red light in traffic. They're probably on their fucking phone doom scrolling. Normal commercial.
My brother always looks at me when I'm driving. I'm like on Hinge, and I'm like, bad bitch, bad bitch, bad bitch, bro. Yeah. And he's like, are you really fucking Hinge and driving right now, bro? And I'm like, then you drive. He's like, I would have. I didn't know you were gonna fucking go on Hinge, you fucking horny fuck.
Yeah, like, as much as I think that the content and all this crazy shit we're seeing on social media now is not good for a lot of people. There's an addiction to phones now like never before. I see some of my, younger family members, kids between like 9 and 13 just staring at a screen all day, which is definitely not good. I think that if you're the type of person who's a bit more of a risk taker and you have unique experiences that you can share with the world or any value that you want to share, anything along those lines, you should give it a shot because it's so insane, like the amount of opportunity there is now. That's what I noticed, at least. That's what I noticed once things started picking up for me at the start of this year. Is like, no longer are these massive companies, these like billion-dollar companies who used to spend their entire marketing budget on like TV commercials or radio ads or billboards or any of that shit. They are paying creators who have a connection with their audience, and that's where the majority of their budget is going. And it's like, you can genuinely make a good living just as a content creator that doesn't even have a side hustle or another business on the side. If you can do both, I think that there's a lot of opportunity. But at the same time, it's also kind of creating this environment on social media where just like everyone's trying to sell you some shit. And that's why I try and stay away from that as much as possible, where like, don't take every fucking brand deal. I'm literally take the least possible unless I truly believe in it or something like that. But I think it's really interesting what's going on, to be honest. I think it's unbelievable. It's one of the reasons I love it.
Yeah. I mean, I agree with you. I think it's brain rot. A lot of content is fucking brain rot. Like, we were at Thanksgiving dinner, and like we have like a fucking 8-year-old cousin that was going around saying like skibbity toilet and like tapping people's heads and going head tap, skibbity toilet, Ohio. And like I had a fucking pack of Zins on the table. She was like, what is this? And I was like, no, it's adult gum. Like, don't touch it. She was like, I want adult gum. And I was like, yo, I'm about to have this little fucking kid swallow a Zin. Like, that's so fucked. And then it was my brother's birthday, and like the day before, Thanksgiving was your birthday, or the day before or whatever. Yeah, the day after Thanksgiving is my brother's birthday. And we're chilling, and we're singing happy birthday, and she's like, doesn't know his name. And I'm like, Ohio. And she's like, happy birthday, Ohio. And I'm like, yeah, these kids are fucked. I'm like, these kids' head are fucking fried. But as far as the lucrativeness about it, or like ability to blow up, or content that I watch, super honest, bro, I watch a lot of self-help stuff or Joe Rogan stuff where he'll have like Chris Williamson on, or
he's a beast.
He's amazing. I want to meet him so badly. But like fitness content, I think it all sucks, bro. It's all fucking corny. They wear fucking ski masks. They all fucking, bro, like, I don't know. Maybe it's that I'm older now and I don't do that shit anymore. But like, I just think there's words I want to say that I can't say. But like, bro, fucking lame. Like, really corny, lame. And I'm not saying that I'm not corny or lame, because some of you guys might think that I am, and that's cool. Totally your opinion. But like, I just personally, like, I've worked out for a long time now. I stopped taking steroids like a year ago. I don't really work out as hard anymore. I've just gotten into boxing and I really enjoy it. And I just think that like the bodybuilding community is like not what it used to be. Now it's just like influencers being lame and corny and selling out, really, honestly. And like, I'm not going to say that I've never like quote unquote sold out. I don't personally think that I have, but a lot of people are for sure going to say that I have. And like, honestly, probably when I signed for Young LA, I definitely probably sold out a little bit, because I got offered a fucking fat bag and I was having problems with Anaka. And I'm not going to get into me and Anaka's fallout, but because I technically can't. And also, I don't want to badmouth them in any way. That I did a lot for them, they did a lot for me. So there's still mutual respect there. But I probably sold out to go there, and I didn't really enjoy it because I felt like I was just, instead of being one of one, I was one of like 5,000 fucking athletes, bro. So I just felt like very out of place, and not unique anymore. I felt like I lost my self-identity. And like right now, my only brand deals are Prize Picks and Rise. Mo, am I forgetting one or no? That's it, just Prize Picks and Rise. And then I have my Discord, and then I trade meme coins. and sell shoes.
Drop your Prize
clothes.
Picks code for any potential sports gamblers out there.
Prize Picks, code Italian. If you guys want to sign up for my Discord, use code TikTok. You get $10 off.
Let's go.
$15. I'm hooking them up. But yeah, dude, it's just like, I don't know, it's just fucking corny. But lucrativeness wise, I used to think when I first started that like money was crazy. Like when I first started, bro, and I'll say this, a lot of you think that your favorite influencer, I don't like the word influencer. I think it's pretentious and fucking annoying. Like I just like to fucking make videos and be a dickhead, and make money. But I don't know. A lot of your favorite influencers or content creators, whatever you want to call them, like they don't make the money you think they're making. And the ones that are making the money that looks crazy, like they're the top 5%. Like it's like the money, especially in fitness, is isolated to that top 5%. Everyone else fights for scraps, bro. They fight for scraps. They fight for scraps on sales. They fight for scraps on brand deals. They fight for scraps on views. They fight for scraps on all of the companies. The best companies only want to work with the better people, or they'll monopolize it and take everyone, like kind of like Young LA does, where it's like they'll have everyone because then no one else can have anyone, or at least the somewhat decent people. But bro, I remember my first paycheck. I reached out to Gorilla Mind. My first paycheck, Derek signed me, no salary. I was like the 5th athlete on Gorilla Mind. I was like the only TikTok kid on Gorilla Mind at the time. My first paycheck was $500 in commission. And I was like, oh my God, my life's changed, bro. I can make money online. This is the coolest thing ever. Next month, 12 grand from them. Next month, 20 grand. Next month, 30 grand. And I'm like, this is the craziest fucking shit ever. And then I'm getting paid from Anaka. First month, no salary, 10% commission, 4 grand. Next month, 8 grand. Next month, I got a salary, higher commission, 12 grand. Next month after that, 20 grand. Pretty soon, bro, I'm making 60 grand a month from 2 companies. I'm getting paid from the fucking creator fund that I wasn't even taking payments from. Like I wasn't even taking the payments. I was just letting it sit in the TikTok account, and then it got banned. But like I had like 25 grand in that account. I'm doing online coaching, selling shoes still on the side. Bro, I'm making like fucking 60 grand, 70 grand a month after like 6 months of doing social media. I'm like, this is the craziest fucking shit ever. It got to a point where I was clearing over 100K a month from Anaka at one point. Like
that's what's so crazy about that
2022, bro. Like 2022 was like the fucking gold rush, dog. Like, I'm talking like multiple months in a row, well over 6 figures. And I'm like, this shit is fucking crazy. And then I hear shit now, and I'm like, whoa, where was this money when I was starting? Like people are getting fucking retarded amounts. More now. Yeah, some of them. Very, very small group. Very small group.
Because I feel like,
but like it was the same group that was back then. Like it was like me, Brandon, James, a couple other people, maybe Eubanks, Jack West was doing well for Gorilla Mind, like things like that. Where like we were at Gorilla, or he was at Alex was at Rise, or Young LA, and or Raw Gear, and I was with Anaka, and they were with Young LA, and like, but we were all making like good money, bro. I'm talking like 40 grand or more per month. And now it's like that group that was isolated to the top of making the most, bro, they're clearing like 300K.
That's insane.
200K, 300K. And I'm like,
in affiliate code.
Yeah. And salary. Cause now companies are like paying. When I first started, bro, Gorilla Mind didn't do salaries at all. I had like a 1K salary, and I was making like, my best month was like 40K in commission. I had a 1K salary. Now they get better salaries. Same thing with Anaka, bro. When I first time with Anaka, I had no salary, 10% commission. By the time I was done, it was well over 6 figures a year in salary alone, not even including commission. And now, bro, companies like those companies, bro, not Anaka, I don't know what they're doing now, but like other companies, bro, they're paying like 20K a month, 30K a month salary. It's crazy. And like that wasn't like that then. So I think right now is even more lucrative. But I just think you have to sell your soul more, which is what I didn't want to do anymore. Like I hated posting and feeling like, oh, I have to post for this company. I have to get this post up.
Yeah, I can't.
I don't like it. And I'd rather work for myself. So I started the Discord. I love Prize Picks more than anything, dog. I fucking play that shit every day. I made fucking 5 grand. One day I bought myself a new exhaust in winnings. I bought a new exhaust for the M4. Like I have my Discord. There's 1,100 people in there. I have my premium Telegrams that people are bought into. I have my free Telegram that people like sign up for crypto. Like I have Rise. I love Rise, bro. They have great products. TikTok shop is great for them as well. And like I'm happy with those two, bro. I would look for. I had a streaming deal in the works. I'm still trying to figure that out. But as far as like clothing, unless I really loved it. I don't need the money. I don't need the money. I think that's what it is. People sell their souls because they need the money. When you get to a point that you don't need the money, you no longer take the level of disrespect that you felt, where it's like, I don't want to post if I don't want to post. I don't want to post something that I'm not proud of, and I don't want to post something just because I have to get it up. Like, if your posting requirements are ridiculous, your posting requirements are crazy, dog. I don't want to post that shit. You're telling me to post 20 times a month for you. Like, there's 30 days in a month. Fuck no. Hell no. No, I don't want to do that, bro. I look like a walking advertisement. I look like a billboard. I don't want that. I have the money. I've saved, like I said, bro. A majority of these guys don't save no money. I've saved almost all of it. So I don't need the brand deal to be like, oh, bro, do this. I'd rather work for myself. And like the meme coin shit is fucking retarded. The meme coin shit is actual brain dead autism, like crazy, unfathomable money that I'm just like, dog, if this shit goes on for another 4 months, like I'm never working another day in my life. I don't work now. If you do something you love, you don't work.
It doesn't feel like work.
Nah, you don't work. I don't, because if you love
it feels like work sometimes though.
Yeah, but everything feels like work, bro.
Of course.
Staying on your diet feels like work.
100%.
Sleeping feels like work.
It's not easy, but there's some joy to that grind, you know?
Yeah. No, I agree. But I think like personally, like, dog, I mean,
those are strong, dude.
Yeah,
don't even show them. But
yeah,
caffeine pillies. That's your second one, dude. It's fucking 6:40, bro. You're not gonna sleep tonight.
I was just saying, sleep's a job, bro. But
you like stimulants?
Yes and no. I don't take pre-workout often. Like supplement wise, like protein powder is like what I'll do, or like health supplements. But like pre-workout was upsetting my stomach because I went like on an all natural clean diet. This shit probably is not gonna help me. But
bro doesn't take pre-workout, but he just shanked 400 milligrams of caffeine in the last hour.
Yeah, well, the pre-workout is more so like stomach aches.
Yeah.
Because I've cut a lot of like food out of my diet. Like this morning for breakfast was a banana with honey and blueberries, half an avocado, and a steak. Like that was breakfast. And then my next meal was like rice, chicken thighs, feta cheese, and fucking a little bit of spicy mayo. Like that's the type of shit that I'm eating now. But I still eat the protein powders because it helps me get protein in, especially when I'm dieting. And I really love the way that rises taste. But stimulant wise, like if you're talking about cocaine, I've never done it in my life.
No, I wasn't talking about cocaine.
But you know, stimulant, like I've never done coke.
Bruce, let me get another Velo. Yeah, dude. So actually, now that you bring that up, we spoke about it recently. You used to be, you know, during the peak of, you know, your bodybuilding days, I would say you did prep, you competed in a show.
Yeah.
You took the steroids.
Yeah.
You said you used to do a lot of, you know, the sugar-free diet hack foods.
Yeah.
How was that transition from the sugar-free diet hack foods to now eating only whole foods? How do you feel?
Bro, I don't think you'll think you'll notice as big of a difference until you cut that shit out and you're like, damn, my fucking farts were stinky as fuck. My stomach was always upside down. I would wake up in the morning and be like, oh, bro, like I had a fucking full bottle of fucking sugar-free pancake syrup on protein waffles and like, oh, my stomach's fucked, bro. Now it's like my farts don't stink. My stomach don't really hurt often. My skin is significantly cleared up. I feel like my sweat smell doesn't smell. I feel like it's like not gross anymore. If that makes sense. Like sometimes, yeah, I get a little funky, but like normally I feel like those foods, processed foods in general, like they affect the way you smell. My teeth are whiter. My skin is significantly clearer. Oh, Accutane definitely helped with that. But like I'm talking, even before I had gotten on Accutane, steroids fucked my skin up bad. And cutting out the sugar-free stuff helped with that a lot. And just mental clarity, a lot of it is better. It's very obviously that I have fucking ADHD, but and dyslexia, but mentally,
and
my
autism.
Ability and autism, bro, and fucking Downs too, bro. I got all the shits. They just fucking, bro, they poured it into the bucket, shook that shit up, and they were like, drink that shit, bro. Here's all your fucking problems.
The chug jug.
Yeah, bro, exactly. They gave me fucking a little fucking slurp shot or whatever of just all the mental problems.
You know this. You know when you drink Slurp juice, you can run a little bit faster.
Yeah. That, bro. They give me that shit. It's like when Super Mario eats the fucking mushroom thing.
Yeah, that's like me when I drink a fucking coffee every morning.
Yeah, bro. But I'm saying, as far as like that shit goes, bro, I feel so much better. But yeah, the steroids, bro. Fuck, man.
When did you take steroids for the first time?
I was right before I turned 22. This was right after I had dropped out of college and just moved to Texas. I had pulled a muscle in my back, and for like 3 months, my back was fucked up. I couldn't work out really. And I moved to Texas, and I was like, let's go. My back finally feels better. I'm gonna get back in the gym. I still looked good. And I'm at the Inaka warehouse, day 2 living in Texas. I'm skateboarding, fall, break my fucking hand and wrist, bro. And I'm like, fuck. And I've owned up to this in the past. Like, I've already made a video and owned up about this, but like, if anyone didn't know, I was like, oh, you know, I'm hopping on TRT because my hormones are fucked up from dieting and traveling. Like, bro, I didn't even get fucking blood work done, dog. I just fucking said, I'm gonna lose all this muscle that I've worked so hard to gain, and I just lost a bunch of it in the last 3 months, and now I have another 3 months. And I had people in my ear like, bro, fucking Brandon and James are like, bro, just take a little gear, bro. Take a little gear, bro. Like, you're not going to lose any muscle, bro. You probably get bigger, dude. You probably look crazy. And I'm like, you're right. Dude, needle in the ass, bro. I remember, bro, my first time I ever pinned, I had no idea what the fuck I was doing. If anyone's on gear, they know, like, you draw with an 18 gauge needle and you inject with like a 21 gauge needle. So like, it's like or like 18, like you inject with like a small, or like 23. So it's like the one you pull it out of the vial with is like a thick needle. It's like big ass fucking opening. And the ones you pin with, you don't really feel, like shoulder, ass, you don't really feel it. Or insulin needles, which are even smaller, you don't really feel it, depending on how much you're putting in. And I didn't know what the fuck I was doing, bro. Yeah, there's a learning curve in that shit. And I'm like fucking shaking. And I didn't change the fucking 18 gauge needle. And I just fucking took a chunk out of my ass, bro. I pulled that shit out, and there's skin hanging off and blood's coming out. And I'm like, oh my God, oh my God. And I'm in my bathroom, and I pull it out, and it's like, pew, 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 just shooting blood. And I'm sitting there. I think I called James, and I was like, bro, what the fuck? He goes, you're a fucking idiot. You used the wrong needle, bro. And I'm like, oh my God. And there's like a lump in my ass from like fucking not going in and like developed scar tissue, but I hopped on there. I made a video about it.
How old were you?
Right before I turned 22.
So at 21, you took steroids for the first time?
Yeah, like 2 months before I turned 22. I took it for the first time. And I stopped taking steroids like right when I turned 24. But I really was super inconsistent and didn't really take much after like 23 and a half. After my bodybuilding show in July, you usually come off gear and let your body reset. And like you get a bunch of blood work done, make sure your health markers are good. And just mentally, I did bodybuilding shows for the wrong reason. And I was very gear focused and oriented. Like the gear is what's making me look this way or feel this way. It's not like myself and my work ethic. So when I hopped off gear, it was very hard to stay in the gym and want to work out, and you don't look as tight and you don't look as full and your pumps aren't as good and you're not as strong and you're just not as mentally clear. You kind of feel like a little fucking depressed little pussy. And I just let that shit eat me up since like July of 2023. But I'm feeling much better now. Honestly, ever since I moved to Florida, like I feel 10 times better. But yeah, bro, there was like a 2-year period from like 21, right before I turned 22 to like 23 and a half that like, I wasn't taking a lot, but I definitely was a little human science experiment. I was like, how does this shit feel? Like, what does this do? Like,
you developed, it's addicting. Are steroids addicting?
100%. The main reason why I stopped is because I realized how addicted that I was. Like, I feel like being able to admit, being able to admit that you're wrong or being able to admit that you are addicted to something and you fiend for it is the first step in addressing your problem. And then, like, if you're, for example, my biggest turnoff in girls, like, I had made an ultimatum with my ex. You quit vaping or I'm leaving you. Because your eggs are finna be fucked up. I make new jizz. Bro, I make new sperm every fucking day, bro. I bust a nut. Tomorrow I got new nut. You're born with your eggs. So, bitch, stop drooling. Stop putting shit in your body that's gonna make my kids retarded. I don't want that shit, bro. Like, I'm telling you straight up, dog.
Does vaping actually screw up?
I'm sure it does, bro. You know, bro, don't cancel me. You know how fucking, like, gay you look, bro? Like, oh my God, this strawberry vape juice. Like, bro, you're a pussy. Get a little Zyn thing. Get a little Zyn thing if you need the nicotine or something, bro. Like, I don't even use these often. This is caffeine, but like, I don't really even use Zyns that often. But like, bro, you look so like, bro, with the little fucking light up lightsaber thing. Like, I never jeweled, like, or did that shit in high school maybe, but like, I never hit vapes. Like, you look stupid. You look stupid, bro. And like, that shit looks dumb. Like, I don't know how girls like the guys who are like, Like, bro, you're sucking 40,000 chemicals down that fucking tastes like strawberries, bro. If you're a chick and you don't think that shit fucks up your eggs, you're an idiot. You're retarded. You're retarded, bro. You're retarded. If you don't think fucking doing copious amounts of fucking cocaine and hitting fucking jewels and getting drunk and doing all these things and like taking drugs and shit, if you don't think that shit fucks up your eggs and your reproductive organs and all that, you're an idiot. And like, I personally, bro, I want to have enough money to the point that I'm just like, yo, I'm selecting the eggs, I'm picking the gender, I'm taking out all the bad fucking traits from my kids. Like,
dude,
bro,
you still have a bit of this chemist in you, bro. I think
yeah,
it's a little
bro,
crazy.
yeah.
I think it's
but
a little crazy,
I'm
though.
telling you, dog, if you, like, my biggest turnoff is if a girl vapes or does that shit, it's gross. Like, I think it's fucking disgusting.
What if a girl smokes a cigarette?
Are we drunk in Europe or are we, or are we like in our house? Because like, if you have to go outside to sit on the front steps and smoke a cig, like you are fucking trash. You're a dirty whore. Same thing for guys though. Like if you smoke bogues, like you're fucking gross. Your teeth are yellow.
It's only acceptable if you're in Europe on vacation.
Yes. Or drunk at a strip club. That's fine.
Have you?
I don't smoke cigs.
Have you been to Europe before?
Yeah. I used to go to Italy all the time.
An Italian bogue doesn't hurt, does it?
I wasn't allowed to have any. I think I was like 15 the last time I went. My dad was not fucking with me smoking a cig. But my brother was just in Europe, and he was rolling them himself and like having an espresso after dinner and smoking a little fucking hand-rolled cig.
It's healthier it's healthier to smoke a hand-rolled cig than it is to smoke a normal
because you don't have
cig.
all the fucking carcinogens and shit that are in there with all the fucking chemicals and. But bro, I'm telling you, bro, straight up, like if you don't think that shit affects your body, you're an idiot. Like you are a fucking idiot, and you deserve all of the problems, bro. Bro,
I love how you say this right after you tell us you had a steroid addiction, though.
And I've owned up to that. Like I'm well aware, dog. I'm probably like not right now, but like in the past, for sure, without a doubt, shooting blanks.
You're talking about fertility after you were jamming your glute with trenbolone.
Touche.
I'm not shitting on you, but
no, but the thing is this: I make new sperm all the time. You're born with your eggs. If you're a woman, if you had long hair and you had little titties and a vagina shit, you were born and ovaries that you were born with. You were born with your eggs. I make new sperm every day. That's the difference. That's genuinely the difference. Like if something's gonna affect my fertility, it's affecting my fertility for that period of time. Except if it's permanent, but most likely it's not.
Did you ever struggle with erectile dysfunction while you were on steroids?
No. I could always fuck, for sure.
You could always put it down?
Yeah. My problem with erectile dysfunction is if I think if I think about another guy being with that girl, like knowing that they've been with them, it makes it really hard for me to have sex with them.
Jeez.
Yeah. If I know someone's been with someone, I'm like, well, nasty.
Red flag.
Yeah.
So then,
but like you get over it. But what I'm saying, like erectile dysfunction wise, no, I've never had a problem from steroids.
How many different steroids did you try?
Test, Tren, Mastron, Winstrol, Anavar, Proviron, D-Ball, Primo, Anadrol, Superdrol, like one time each.
Dude, you were a lab rat.
Halo for like a weekend.
What the fuck is Halo?
Don't take it, bro. Don't take it.
Wait, there's a steroid called Halo, like the video game Halo?
It's called Halo testing, but don't take it.
Does it make you feel like a Halo character?
Okay, think about Tren on Tren.
Jesus, I didn't even know that existed.
Yeah, don't ever do it, bro. I did it for a weekend, and I called my homie crying because he was in South Africa and getting a surgery. And I was like, bro, please don't die. Like, I love you so much, bro. Like, please be safe. And he was like, are you good? He was like, are you okay? I was like, sending him a video. I was like, bro, please don't die, man. Like, I love you, bro. Because I was on Halo, bro. I was calling Kyle, like my coach, and being like, Kyle, like, I fucking love you, man. Like, thank you for taking the chance on me. He was like, did you fucking take the Halo? And I was like, yeah. And he goes,
not the Halo.
He was like, stop that shit. He was like, stop. He was like, stop. Like, you're being a fucking pussy. Stop.
So what does Halo do that makes you feel
just like it just dials everything up to 1,000, bro.
So you literally feel like Thanos with all the rings lit up.
Yeah. Yeah, essentially. Yeah, you got the Infinity Stones. Like, you got... You're a transformer.
What goes up like that has to come down, brother.
Yeah, bro. It's a fucking vertical roller coaster. It was really bad. It's like when you... Think about, like, the way that I explain it is, like, especially when you do social media and you do bodybuilding and you're documenting the whole series, like, you're, like, climbing up this roller coaster cliff and you're, like, walking to the edge of the cliff and you see this beautiful view and then you just take a step off the cliff and you just fall. And you're like worse than where you started.
Yeah.
And then you have to climb your way back up. And then you have to find like, if this is where you were on prep and you went here, you went up and then you fell off the cliff, and this is where you were on prep, you need to climb your way up and then you need to learn how to stop here. Because if you don't learn how to stop here, you're just going to repeat that same cycle. You get too lean, you get too focused on the gear, you get too focused on the engagement, you get too focused on the views, you get too focused on the support. And then it's just like, oh my God, all of it's gone the second my show's done. You know, I post that show day video, I get 70,000 views, and then the next video is like 30,000. The next video is like 25,000. And then the rest are all chilling at like 20,000. I'm like, damn, what's wrong with me?
I need more gear.
Like Halo. Whatever. Nah, not that. But you're like, and then like, Kyle is the best coach I could have ever had. My problem is I really struggle with authority figures. The only person I've ever listened to in my entire life is my dad. Never listened to a teacher. Always fought with my soccer coaches. Never dealt well with authority whatsoever, except for my dad. And Kyle is the only coach that I would ever be able to just blindly trust and listen to. And that took a lot of work. But Kyle
I'm not even that into bodybuilding. I'm going to cut you off, but Kyle seems like he's gotten some notoriety in the fucking space.
Kyle is the best. I would trust Kyle with my life, bro. And I did trust Kyle with my life. And like everything was like, bro, you don't need that much. Stop. Don't take that much. You know, play it safe. Think about your health. You're not a bodybuilder. You're doing this for social media. You don't want to step on the Olympia stage. Like, please, bro. Like, you think about what you're doing. Kyle was the number one person to be like, do it safely. Let's get your blood work done. He was always telling me to go get my blood work done. When I was done with my show, he was like, you need to really take a step back from everything you're taking. Like, focus more on your health. Don't focus on just trying to keep up this look. And yeah, dude, I if somebody's doing a bodybuilding prep, Kyle's your guy. And if he's got too many people, sucks to suck, bro. Because you're not going to find another Kyle. I genuinely believe that. And Kyle's the best bodybuilding coach on social media, without a doubt.
Yeah, and so then ever since you transitioned, you owned up to the addiction with steroids, your life has gone substantially better.
Yeah, without a doubt. I was definitely addicted. And it's hard not to be addicted, bro. People get addicted to money. People get addicted to drugs. People get addicted to sex. People get addicted to clout. People get addicted to anything. Like, bro, cheap pleasures. And, like, steroids is a cheap thrill. You know,
Yeah.
$75, you put a fucking needle in your ass for a month and you look 10 times better than you looked before. Like, it's very, well, some people. What other people also don't understand is, like, steroids is a massive spectrum of, you either look night and day different, you look marginally different, or you don't really look different at all. Like, when I was in college, bro, there were so many kids that were on gear and SARMs, and they just, like, didn't look different, you know? And it's all genetic. Like, some people look fantastic naturally. They hop on gear, and they look exactly the same. And some people look like shit naturally. Like, look at Nick Walker, bro. Perfect example. Anyone who knows bodybuilding, look up Nick Walker before steroids. Like, I don't mean to be rude to him at all. He looked like shit. Like, never looked like, did not look like he worked out. On his first bodybuilding show that he was taking pictures at, bro is one of the best bodybuilders in the world. Like, it went from someone that, like, you would not think would look good on gear to, like, holy shit, this dude is a freak of nature on gear. And that's the difference, bro. It's like some people, like, hyper respond.
I always try and understand, man, when I see some transformation from natty to then on gear on Instagram, where there's some people that genuinely looked good. They looked athletic. They were in better shape than 90% of people. Mm-hmm. But for some reason, they were like, fuck it. And it's not even like they were going to compete in bodybuilding, but they wanted to take the steroids. And then they're just so fucking massive. And sometimes I just wonder, I was like, do you think social media, I mean, obviously social media is contributing to, like, body dysmorphia, never being, like, satisfied with how you look, because 90% of the people we see on social media are just so done up and stuff. But I think it's kind of sad, bro, because it's like, you already look good, but because of these standards that have been set, you're not, like, it makes you, like, less happy with how you look, so you're going to pull the trigger even further. Like, and then when you pull the trigger, like, I see some people so geared up at the gym, like, beyond belief. And I wonder to myself, are they truly happy with the way they look? And they now look in the 1% of people.
Nobody ever is happy with the way they look, in my opinion, personally. Like I said, you're always going to be like even when I was 1 week out from my bodybuilding show, I looked fucking insane, bro. 2 days out, I was like, I look like shit, bro. I'm fat. I was like 5% body fat, dog, and I thought I was fucking fat. But it's funny you say that, because I look back at pictures of myself naturally, and I'm like, I was like 190, lean, tan. My skin wasn't fucked up from the acne, so I could go in the sun. I can't go in the sun right now for the next, like, fucking 6 months. and my hair was super healthy and long, and like my abs looked fucking great, but I wasn't too filled out. My arms looked good, but I wasn't too filled out. I was like 190, not 225, 230. And like you saw me in the gym, bro. Like I'm a big dude even still not being on gear.
You're massive, bro.
Thank you. But I honestly don't want to be.
No, dude.
Like but I can't. Like I can't my body wouldn't get back down to that size.
Yeah.
And honestly, like I do kind of regret taking gear. And I've made videos about it too, I think, where I've talked about like I did really like the way that I looked naturally, and I think that I had an amazing natural physique that for most people was not attainable regardless. And I let the whole social media thing get to my head. And also people think that things are a lot easier when you're on gear. They're 10 times harder because you're controlling so many different variables. Like if your estrogen's out of whack, you hold a lot of water, you drop a lot of water. Like there's a lot more variables to manipulate. You don't know what your genetic predispositions are to different things like baldness, acne, organ failure. Like, bro, steroids are not something light, dog. Like I'm saying, bro, like I'm hating on all these bitches that vape. That's just disgusting. Like you have a little fucking shiny little blinker in your hand. Like you let your shit look stupid. And if you're a dude, like you look really fucking stupid. But like I can't even fucking really talk shit without talking shit about myself. Because if you're going to give it, you got to take it. Like, dog, I put a bunch of fucking shit in my body. Like it fucked my skin up. It made my fucking beard grow in now. I had no facial hair at all. It filled my head out. Like my head is more masculine and thick than it was like pretty boy. I don't have the same like nice, soft, long hair that I had. What else, bro? Like just a bunch of things, man. Like I'm sure long-term my organs aren't going to be the best compared to what they were. And like my nuts are small as fuck. Like my fucking balls are tiny as shit, dude. Like I used to have some fucking fat nuts. Like I used to pull my nuts out all the time in front of the homies and shit. And I was like, yo, look at these fucking nuts, bro. Cause like you can't tell me you ain't never pulled your nuts out the top of your pants with your boys, bro.
Yeah, a little gum slice.
Yeah, a little gum slice, bro. Like you fucking pull your nut out. You're like, ha. You're like, oh my God, bro, cramp. Like I did this when I was in high school soccer, bro. I was like, oh my God, I have a cramp. Cramp. And like when people looked, I had my balls like pulled out the side of my shorts. And my coach turned around and goes, Marco, what is that? And I was like, nothing, I have a cramp. And he was like, that doesn't look like a cramp. I was like, yo, shout out Albo, bro. Thank you for not fucking getting me suspended and sex offender. But I had some fucking fat ass nuts, bro. Like now my nuts are small as shit, dog.
Small, yeah, they do say sometimes the smaller
I went from having
longer
fucking walnuts. Yeah, bro. It low key is a hack to make your dick look bigger. Like my fucking tiny ass balls make my schmeat look large. I'm like, thanks, Dad. And then I'm like, thanks, gear. I dapped myself up for the gear too because my balls like tiny as fuck. Like I have like 2 little cotton candy grapes compared to having some fucking avocados. But like long term, dog, I'm sure I'm gonna pay the price for that. But yeah, my balls are small as fuck. Man.
Gotta stay healthy, bro.
Yeah, health is like, bro, and I think it's a maturity thing as well. And I'm not gonna sit here and be like, oh my God, I'm the most mature ever, because I'm definitely not. Like I want to have fun, I want to enjoy my life. Like, and I think that if you take life too seriously, you don't enjoy it. But I do genuinely believe like you get so caught up in wanting to look better and wanting to be bigger and keeping up with people on social media and thinking that you're only going to blow up if you have X, Y, and Z, or you're only going to get attention from girls if you have X, Y, and Z. Bro, the bigger you get, the less girls are interested, unless she's also a bodybuilder, and like that's kind of gross. I don't know. Personally, I just think it's kind of gross. Like if a girl's like all big and fucking muscly, I'm like, your back looks crazy from this position. Like I look like I'm fucking me, just smaller. I'm not into that. I like, leave that shit, like, But, like, if a girl's on gear, I'm like, oh, shit. Fuck, bro. You're as a dude. But I think that people really fucking skew the whole idea of, like, health and longevity versus being bigger now. And, like, I'm talking about delayed gratification with money. I was not good about that when it came to my physique. I was like, I just want to be bigger. I want to be bigger. I want to be bigger. And then the bigger you get, I was like 248, 250, my biggest. And I was like, I just want to be 190 again. You're never going to be happy, ever. And you just got to think, like, the problem is also when you're young, like, I took gear before my frontal lobe was fully developed. And, like, I'm definitely not saying it's fully developed now, but it's definitely more developed. And you just rush things, bro. Like, you don't want to hear wait when you're a kid. Your parents are like, oh, you can have your Christmas presents tomorrow. And you're like, can I have one now? Can I have one tonight? Because like, you want it. You want it now, bro. Like you want to get out of school, you want to get out of school now. You want to go do this, you want it now. It's the same thing, bro. You want to get on gear when you're 30? No, bro, I want to get on now, bro. I want to be bigger now. Why do I want to be big at 30, bro? Why do I want to wait till 30 to get gear when I can get a bunch of bitches for being big now, bro? And then you get there and you're like, damn, bro, the only one that's looking at me like, damn, look at him is another dude being like, damn, look at his arms. Yeah. Look at his back. Look at his neck. Look at his chest. Like, it's dude, bro.
It takes time to notice that, though.
Yeah.
Like, if it wasn't for all the things you went through, then you would have never noticed that.
Yeah.
But I did hear a quote recently as well that kind of highlights that, where it's like, we live in a world now where everyone's a fucking sprinter.
Yeah.
And no one wants to do the marathon. And that's what it takes. Like, you got to fucking play the long game. It's so hard to fucking, like, even myself, like, I mean, I try and sprint all the time, but then you fucking take a step back and you're like, bro, chill. It's about the long game. Nothing wrong with wanting to move fast and seeing results quickly. I think that's super important, right? You will see results faster the more dialed in you are, but it can fuck you up. You know what I mean? It can take you out of that present moment and actually enjoy the process, which I think is you know.
I agree. And like, I'm sure people are gonna be like, oh, Marco rushed money with the meme coin shit. I think you need 1 year of really locking in whatever aspect it is, 6 months to a year, to really earn and understand the value in it. Like, if you go to the gym for 6 months to a year, you really earned the physique that you've gained through that time, and you've really understood what it took to get there, versus if you had just hopped on steroids your first day in the gym and gotten those results that would have taken you a year in your first 3 months, or first 4 years in your first 3 months. But like, for some people, they don't want to wait, which is totally cool. Like, bro, do you. But it's the same shit with money, like, and crypto, for example. Like, I started getting a lot more into crypto and meme coins and shit like 8-9 months ago. And it's really been starting to pay off the last 3 months. So for 6 months, I was losing money. I wasn't really understanding. I was trying my best to learn. And now that I've finally learned, I'm making a lot more money. I'm figured it out. I can help people and all these things. Like, it's the same thing when it comes to your physique. If you rush it, like, you don't really understand it. But then at the same time, like, there are some people that just like, they just want to get it over with, if that makes sense. Like, which is all fine. But I do think that there's like you said, man, I really do think that you have to enjoy the process. And even if you don't feel like you're in that process, you are, you know, in order to appreciate the journey. Like, my 2 years of physical therapy, I had no idea that was a part of my fitness transformation journey and getting to where I am. And like, from the outside looking in, that's like 9-10 years ago. But to me, bro, I close my eyes and I'm right back there. But also, like, that's 10 years ago. That's the long game. You know, that's the understanding. That's the marathon. Yeah. But the last 4 years has looked like the sprint, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
There's things that build up to it.
I think that's an important message to leave anyone who's made it this far into the podcast for 2025. Is just launching the first week of the year. It's like,
yeah, I'm sorry that I keep fucking yapping.
No. It's great.
I'm having a great time.
It's an amazing conversation. But I would say, dude, you wouldn't believe what you can accomplish in a year of putting your head down and just dialing in on one thing. Well, just digging that hole.
I feel like, honestly, bro, when did you start posting? Because I remember seeing you maybe like a year and a half ago.
Yeah, well, the thing is, I started in 2019 like you did before college. I had my own journal of like fitness, stopped after 3 months. Yeah. Then I made finance content, like options trading, investing, while I was studying finance in school for like a year and a half. Never had a little bit of success on TikTok with that. Had like helped the account get to like 250K, whatever. Yeah. When I came in after, I was given the account already with a following, and it never worked during that time. And then last year in June, I was like, I'm going all in. And then from June to like March, it was like that building phase. And then suddenly after like 9 months, it was like everything started to like 5x, 10x, the following, the income, the routine, the day-to-day. It's like so much going on that, like, you know, even the discipline increases because so much more is going on.
And honestly, dude,
you have to get through that threshold.
It makes me really happy to hear that it worked for you like that, because out of a lot of people that I've met, and I'm not fucking saying that I'm some fucking saint, because I'm not. And anyone that's going to tell you Marco's an asshole, I am an asshole. If I don't like you, I'm definitely a fucking scumbag, piece of shit. But if I like you, I'm going to do whatever I can to try to help you. And I'm always going to try to help people that have supported me. Like, anyone that's ever followed me, supported me, liked a comment, liked a photo, used my code, I owe everything to you guys. But a peer, I'm talking like peer-wise, if you're a dick, I'm going to be 10 times as big of a dick right back. Right back. I'm telling you straight up. Like, I'm not talking about on like supporter stuff. Talking like level peer. You say fuck me, I'm gonna fuck you. You know?
Mic drop.
Yeah, bro. Boom. Sign the condom after, bro.
Yeah.
But I'm telling you, like, you are one of the very few people that genuinely deserve all the success because you haven't changed. You haven't sold out. You're genuinely who you are on and off camera. And that's something I really pride myself on as well. Like, people are like, oh, bro, like, you're the same you are on and off camera. Like, when they talk to me, and I'm like, yeah, bro, there's a reason why actors only act for like 4 months because you're putting up an act. You can't do that shit forever. The only way to be longevity successful is by being yourself, in my opinion. And I think it's a lot more fulfilling. And you are one of the like actual people who are themselves on and off camera, which I really
appreciate
respect.
that, bro.
So it's nice to see you that you fucking, bro, podcast, the studio.
We're lit.
Doing well. Like I'm happy to see it.
Yeah, bro. And like I was telling Moose before, bro, it's like the one thing that I feel like I've been missing here in Miami a lot is like I can't connect with a lot of other people who like yourself and just other creators. I mean, you've been in the game for a bit longer and stuff, but it's just so lit that we're here, bro. And lit convo, bro.
Dude,
you know,
I'm
you're
excited.
here for another year, so it's gonna be. You got like anyone watching, you'll definitely see more of us fucking around, even YouTube or anything.
Bro, I'm doing a series with Mo that if he can get in shape in like 60 to 90 days, he'll get 20K. So it's like lose 20 pounds, get 20K. But if you don't get in shape, you're not getting nothing. Like I don't care if you lose like 18 pounds.
It's gotta be 20.
It's gotta be 20, dog. Kid's got a gut.
90 days. I think that's very doable.
I feel like that's a very fair.
A nice calorie
like
deficit every
20
single
pounds, 20K. 19 pounds? No, bro.
Yo,
I'm
Mo,
sorry,
let's
brother.
go.
But
I think Moose
want
is also on the same wave right now. That's his goal for the first 3 months.
I'm not going to give you 20K, but if you want to be if you want to be a part of it, we can all 4 of us do stuff like a bunch of times throughout the whole thing. Like I want to go once a week and film a video. I would love for you guys to be in a fucking vast majority of them, especially if we're here. Like if we're not in Miami, it's going to be hard to do. But like if we're here, well, we should just link up and go. Like
yeah, no,
we should come to boxing one time, bro.
I will.
I love it. Like I just started and it's like there's honestly, bro, now that we're like kind of towards the end of the podcast, like I'll tell y'all straight up and like say the more embarrassing shit. Like, dog, I'm ass as fuck, dog. I'm so shit. like I can throw hands. Like I worked security, I've gotten fights, but like there's a huge difference between boxing and fighting. Bro, they're telling you jab and you got to think like, huh. And then it's like left leg, left hand, right leg. And it's like when you're walking, it's opposite. But when you're fighting, it's not opposite, you know? And I'm just like, damn. But I fucking love it, bro. I love it. I'm going to go 5 days a week, Monday, Wednesday.
Bro, that's a lot.
Thursday, Friday, Saturday. So Tuesdays and Sundays I'm off. And like, dude, Saturday is open gym. You guys should come sometime.
Which is the boxing gym you're going to?
It's, no. It's in Fort Lauderdale. I'm not going to Miami, bro. These motherfuckers charge a bag.
You're going to Lottie 5 days a week for boxing?
Mm-hmm. It's 30 miles there and back. 30 miles there, 30 miles back. But it's $275 for the month because I got a good deal. It's usually $500 for the month, but he's giving me $275 because I'm going to post for him and shit. And just like, I'm helping them out. And he's helping me out.
W.
But yeah, bro, it's fucking Saturdays are open gym. So it's like people can pull up and box. But it's in Fort Lauderdale. It's like in Miami, bro. I went to Boxer Gym. They were trying to quote me at like $150 per session. And I was like, you are smoking crack, brother. Crack. If I go 4 days a week, $600 a week, brother.
That's insanity.
I'm going to put that shit in Solana and triple it. Fuck you. Trying to steal my crypto bags. But yeah.
You guys, everyone who tuned in, thank you guys for watching, and you'll see
guys.
more of us for sure.
I'm sorry for yapping so much.
Hell no, bro. What? Yo, thank you so much for hopping
bro,
on. Bro,
I'm happy to be here.
Hell yeah, bro.